Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another One Up podcast. I'm Corey. What's up?
My name is Rob, also PrimeHylian.
Hey, I'm Snoop, also Pat.
And
Hey.
hey guys,
Hey.
welcome to the first live One Up podcast in a while. We haven't done one of these for a while, so there's always a chance there could be a little mix-up, as you guys probably just seen a second ago when we were changing overlays. But we're here, and we're ready to talk with you guys.
Nah, that was 100% intentional.
Oh,
we
it's so
we did it
intentional.
amazingly. It was epic.
100%.
We're gonna be
on
honest with you
purpose.
guys. We've tried to record this podcast so many bloody times, and everything's gone wrong. So we already know these topics by the back of our hands. So we're gonna see how we go.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
the third fucking time we've done an E3 podcast in the past week. It's been hell.
Yeah, it's funny. Like literally two full 2-hour podcasts, full talking, going over the entire every conference, and we're gonna do it a third time. But this time we get to do it with these lovely people in chat. So I mean,
Yeah.
worth it. We totally messed them up on purpose. So
Also, shout out
Yeah,
to everyone
definitely.
coming out right at the start of the podcast.
Yeah.
We're starting out with 21 viewers. That's
Rad.
insane. Or thank you guys so much for that.
seriously,
Honestly,
yeah.
the support from that one of you
Big
guys
up.
received is crazy.
We really appreciate it, especially after such a long break too, right? Coming back, it's nice to see all you guys being cool with us. You guys could have been like, you guys are dead, lol, but instead you guys
Lol XT.
but instead you guys are supporting the new direction and stuff. So we appreciate it. How's everybody in chat doing? You guys doing good? You guys having a good day? Yeah?
Yeah, tell us how your day is going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know how your day is. We probably won't be able to read everything because we still have a podcast to do.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
we're focused on the podcast.
Yeah, we gotta focus on the podcast, but also, we're keeping an eye on you lovelies.
Yeah.
We're keeping a
These cuties.
cheeky eye on yous.
Oh man. But what do you guys Rob and Snoop, what have you guys been up to? You guys been doing anything interesting lately?
Well, I guess I'll go first. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
go
on
first.
break. Oh, you bet I'll go fucking first. So I've been working on the next video, been scripting it. It's about convenience mechanics in video games and stuff. So it's less it's still game design, but it's it's focusing on a large variety of games and examples and stuff. It's like how fast travel and objective waypoints and bottomless inventories can potentially harm the experience and stuff like that. So potential to skip over large amounts of content if they're not done well, but how there is a use for them. So
Oh.
yeah, it's still in the scripting stage, but it's pretty good.
It's
yeah.
coming though. It's cooking.
Yeah.
I'm excited. to
It's
see it.
definitely cooking. Expect that. Yes.
Yes.
Next
Sometime.
week.
Within the next year, maybe.
If you're that
Hey, that's
Mario
a
video you
decent
did was
time
really,
frame.
really good.
Yeah, it was
Every
alright.
video Rob makes is really
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Go-
Except
go
all
your
his
back,
Roblox and Fortnite Let's Plays. I hate those.
Ah,
Those are come
dang
on.
it!
No,
I
dude,
put so
those are
much
best.
effort into those. Oh, yeah. See,
I mean,
guys.
I love his Fortnite
you need to do
battle
more.
Roblox.
You need to
Royale.
be what are they called? E-bucks. You need to do more giveaways of
V-bucks.
whatever they're called.
E-buck.
E-bucks.
Corey, you don't even know what a V-buck is. Come on, dude.
I can't believe you've done this.
You guys gotta teach me.
Yeah, dude, you gotta do a dab and get a free V-buck.
Got you.
So
They
everyone-
can't
yeah,
see.
that's-
They can't see, but
that's
I'm
been my
dabbing.
life.
That's been your
Thanks.
life. Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
There's I've been also playing Devil May Cry 4 and this game called Moonlighter, which is an indie game where it's basically you travel into a dungeon, a Zelda themed kind of dungeon, which
Ooh.
is randomly generated, and
Is that
You-
on the Switch? Or am
maybe?
I thinking
It
of
came
another
out a couple
game?
of weeks ago, and you collect items and come back and sell them for whatever price you want, and all the customers will have a certain reaction based on the price and stuff, and it's really
Oh,
cool.
That
It's a-
sounds really
It
cool.
sounds sounds interesting.
Oh, it's great, yeah, and it goes really in depth with the economics of all the items and stuff, and it's pretty hard as well.
Ooh.
You get messed up in the dungeon.
Oh, dude, I gotta check that out. That actually
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah,
Oh,
sick.
highly recommend it. Arch Tonko recommended it to me. Shout out to my
Yeah.
boy.
Hey, Arch.
Big ups.
He's a cool dude.
My boy. Yeah.
Cool dude.
But how about you, Snoop? How about you?
I've had a pretty uneventful week on the whole. I haven't done much, but in the past 2 days, I finally, after 6 fucking months, I've finally got my Size Matters video done, so I can finally fucking move on and not want to die anymore. So that's nice.
It's like you gotta get it's hard to get that ball rolling again after not doing it for ages.
Oh yeah.
Well, like I was putting it off just because like I guess my motivation died after a while of just not being able to do it. Then I kind of just hit a point where I was like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I want it done. So like that pushed me, and then like while I was in that fuck it, I want to get it done zone, I found my motivation again and was like, yeah, let's do it.
You're like, I'm excited. No,
So I got it done in like 2 days after not being able to do anything on it for like 6 months, and I was like, oh shit. I should have done that all
When
along.
was the last time you uploaded a video? Because according to Stu C, it's been 84 years. I think that's
close.
It's close.
I think he's rounding it down a year or two, but
yeah.
I thought it was
But you're gonna
90.
come back. You're gonna come back with a bang. I'm excited for that new video. Snoop, let's be real. I think everybody in chat can agree with this. Out of the three of us, Snoop is definitely like the best editor. It's like your editing just it makes me wet. It's just too good, dude. You gotta stop showing us up.
It's just pretty good.
guys, the second we got on this call before the podcast, Rob, or the second me and Rob got on the call, that's what
it was just
the
Kermit,
first 20 minutes. It's just
Oh,
Kermit.
Just, I want to die.
Rob does a pretty darn good Kermit the Frog impression, though. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to Kermit suicide.
Oh no, Kermit, Kermit.
is that Kermit the Frog?
Anyway,
is he
Corey, how
joining?
about you?
Is he? Me? Nothing, man. Nah, nothing much with
okay.
me, dude. I've just been working and stuff. As you guys know, I do freelance video editing now, so that takes up a lot of my time, just because I do like daily videos. Bad daily videos.
I see like Premiere in the like the Discord playing section.
Oh yeah,
and
all the
name.
time.
And it's like every day in like
Every day.
5-6 hours. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, the benefit of it for like when I finally work on something for myself, like I'm super like versed in Premiere now. Like I know how to do everything I need to do, and I'm like just like I'm being in there like every day. You know what I mean? It's got me like really experienced with it. But besides that, I've been playing a lot of Mario Tennis Aces, even though it's been out for like 2 days. But that's like my life right now. A lot of people.
How is it?
Dude,
You're the
dude,
hype
really
man for
jealous.
that game.
Dude, okay. So first of all, like ignore what people say about the single player mode because it's a multiplayer game. I don't know why people are like this.
Yeah.
Like if you look at any other sports game, usually the single player mode is usually lackluster anyways. But the multiplayer in Aces is so addicting. Yo, where's my Aces boys at in chat? Yo. No, but I can't get enough of Mario Tennis Aces. Really good. I want you guys to pick it up so I can crush you, please.
Oh, I'm the second like I have like this money spare. Like that's the first game I'm getting. Like that's the only, aside from like Octopath Traveler, I think that's the only big Switch game right now that I really want to get into. The beta was so fun.
Oh, dude,
it's not called beta. It's like open.
Oh, you're talking about Aces still, right? You're talking about
Aces,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah, the pre-launch tournament. The pre-launch tournament was
so fun.
Oh,
it's a
speaking of
fighting
Mario
game. It's
sports
a tennis
games,
game. It's
like
sick.
something Tomato Ghost pointed out. Mario Strikers is something I'd kill for. A
Strikers,
new
yeah,
one.
please.
They were fantastic
it's gonna
games.
happen.
The GameCube and Wii version. Surely,
Yeah,
because like there's an actual hype behind those games.
for
Like,
sure.
people-
Yeah.
I love those games. Come on.
It would be
Come on.
really cool if they, instead of releasing Tennis Aces, and this isn't saying that that's not a complete game.
No,
From
it's
what I've
fair.
seen, it is
No
a complete
worries.
game.
No worries.
But it would have been really cool to see like, Mario Tennis Aces, Strikers, and like the baseball one, and the basketball one. Why not?
Like
all in
really
one
in-depth
collection.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
gameplay.
Like just the Mario Sports.
That would
and
like
it's got, like,
mega
all of those
sports
games
mix.
in
No,
it.
that'd be awesome. That'd be pretty dope. Like all in
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, maybe down the line we'll get like a big sports collection. I think that'd be pretty cool. The coolest thing with Aces is like they've added a lot of like it's weird. Like it's almost like a sports game with fighting game mechanics almost. I know that sounds so silly, but like the whole zone shots and zone speed and all that stuff, like in energy meters, it's super interesting.
What I love is how they take real tennis mechanics and they like extremify them in like that kind of environment. Like it's really cool because like it's a video game. You can go as streaming crazy as you want, but it's still real like body shots are a real thing in tennis and stuff.
Dude, it's made me like want to go out and actually play tennis. Like,
Let's
like
do it, dude. One up tennis.
yeah, let's do it. One up
exercise.
tennis. Let's do it, please.
Let's go.
People in chat? Are you gonna come play tennis with us? Come on.
Yeah. We'll have a massive meetup in Tennis Town place, and
I
we'll
thought we
play
got
tennis.
we got kicked out of Tennis Town. Do you remember what happened last time?
Oh yeah. Come on,
That
Snoop.
wasn't.
That was all your fault, Snoop. It was all your fault.
Guys, I told you that in confidence. Don't out me.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
and besides that, I've been listening to the new Panic at the Disco album, which is all right.
Oh, how is that? I've not actually
It's
checked
all
out
right.
yet.
Like I like kind of glanced through it the other day, and I thought
Yeah.
it was like the shit at first, but no, after giving it a few more listens, like it's a good album though. Go listen to it if you like Panic at the
Dude.
Disco. They're a band, by the way,
Oh,
to anyone who doesn't
shit.
know.
Speaking of music, did the new Gorillaz album come out yet? It's
No,
pretty
that's
soon.
Yes.
28th.
Soon
28th,
though.
I think.
4
So
days.
a couple of days.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
That's so close.
That's gonna
I
be
can't
dope.
wait. The only problem is they've released like most of the songs as
They
singles
did that
already.
with Humans as well, and like it first
No, but
the
Humans
first
was
song that they released.
20-something songs.
Oh yeah,
also.
that's fair.
This
The
one's only like
first
10
song they
songs.
released for the new album, I think it's called like the Now or something stupid. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's the
yeah,
name of the album.
humility, this is sick. And then the next one that they released, I was like, oh, this is garbage. And then the next one, I was like, yeah, this is sick. And now I'm like, oh, I think they released another one that I also
They've
thought was
released
somewhat
like
garbage.
5.
Yeah, so I was just like,
A lot of them have been
as
really.
long as
I've
half
liked
the album's
most of them,
really good.
except for like Lake Zurich is the
Yeah,
second one.
that's the
just
one that
came
I
out.
hate.
I
That
was like the visualizer for that is really badly edited as well. I'm not into
Yeah.
the song. It's okay. It's not
Yeah.
a bad song. It's just like, humility was so good, and then it's
I,
like
I can
this is-
easily see humility being just like the peak of that album.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I hope
wouldn't be
it's not,
surprised.
though.
Big,
I really
that
hope it's
big
not.
single.
I hope it isn't, but that single is really tight.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cam in chat brings up something that happened recently. I don't think we should talk about it too much, but that rapper X passed away. So Cam says he's been listening to him a lot in chat, and his music wasn't that bad.
I had never actually heard of him until he died.
Yeah.
So I've like,
rest definitely an RIP, definitely a rip.
yeah.
But yeah. So E3.
But yeah, I'd say we.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, we're doing an E3 podcast.
Oh yeah, E3 is that a thing?
Hey guys, E3 happened a month ago. I mean, it didn't happen.
One Up
It was like a
Entertainment
couple
announces
It's like a-
E3.
It's like barely even a week ago. Well,
It was
no, it's been a
barely-
week.
it was like a
no,
it was
over
like
a week. I'm
2
dumb.
months
I'm
ago.
dumb. I'm dumb. It's
It
been
was
over
last
a week.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, it was
like,
pretty.
it was a week ago once we recorded the first podcast.
It was terrible, huh,
Don't worry
guys?
about it.
It was terrible. Like no conference had a good conference, of course, as we
The worst
expected.
E3.
Worst E3
by
ever.
far.
Can never get your hopes up for E3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck
We
you boys
didn't
on
get-
about?
We didn't get anything we
I'm
wanted.
kidding. I'm
at
kidding,
all.
fam.
Motherfuckers, we got Kingdom Hearts. It was good E3.
Fucking 3
No,
trailers.
I'm just saying. I'm kidding though. E3 was pretty dope
yeah,
this year.
full sarcasm. I thoroughly enjoyed this year's E3.
Yeah.
Like, it might be my favorite. Maybe not. Last year was the Metroid one, and that was
The year before was probably
hot.
my favorite, just because that was when Sony announced all the games that they've shown for
yeah.
for every consecutive E3. But when they were all announced in a row, it was like, whoa. Then when they were all shown again, it's like, oh. And then this year, it's like,
and then they
ah.
showed them again, and it's like,
Are we gonna go with Sony? Are we talking about Sony right now? Is that the plan? Just chill.
I guess that's
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, we can go.
I will.
Sony.
Let me throw
I
this out
guess-
here. Oh no, go ahead, Rob. What's the plan?
well, it kind of makes sense in some respect that they're getting through all of these games that they announced a while ago. I'd like to see more, but I think it's because they're working on a new console, perhaps.
Yeah,
Or like
you
they want a bunch
stole
of
my
new titles.
thing, Rob. You stole that. I'm the one who brought that up last podcast. What the heck?
Oh, I don't
Dude,
know what
all
you're
of our
talking
thoughts
about.
have just blended together into one big, like, fucking mushy opinion.
Mm.
We've talked about E3 for like 4 or 5 hours, guys.
And that's not even including outside of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, which we've talked. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've talked about a lot of E3, but yeah, I could do what you're
No,
saying. Though.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a new PlayStation console that gets announced next year at E3.
And then 2020,
Microsoft have
launch.
already said that they're working on a new one.
Mhm.
They like
Yeah.
specifically said in the
They
their
just
conference,
announced
like,
the
yeah, it's just
Xbox One X last year, and it's
Yep.
like, oh,
Yeah.
these new Xbox in production.
Which is why I'm pretty sure that's like the direction the industry's going. It's either going to go streaming, like a Netflix-like service, like on live, because that went so well. In there, or it's going to go iterative console releases. So like Xbox One, then Xbox One Slim, Xbox One X, Xbox One X.
That's the thing I'm looking forward
Please
to
no.
most is how they name them. It's like Xbox
Yeah.
One
Oh, yeah.
X, Slim X2, Special Slim Edition X.
It's going to be a train wreck, and I can't wait to see it.
I cannot wait.
I definitely think next gen is right on the horizon. I agree with you guys. Like, I think the reason why what Sony showed is the last bit of exclusives before they go to the next generation. What you said about streaming too, I don't know if this is actually a fact or not, but I'm pretty sure PlayStation Now is being shifted into a download service to combat Game Pass for Microsoft, by the way, which is a
I'm
big
pretty
move
sure
from
I
Sony.
heard
It's kind of a nasty move because that's the one thing, like, I guess I'll talk about it right now. Like with Microsoft, the one thing that actually gets me interested in maybe going out and buying a used Xbox One is Game Pass. Like a lot of their big games are going to be on there at launch. It's $10. It's download based, but Sony coming in and making PlayStation Now download based as opposed to streamed. That's a big move, dude. That's. I've
been umming and ahhing picking up PlayStation Now, just because I play PlayStation more than my Xbox. I've never touched my Xbox.
Yeah, no,
But,
absolutely.
like,
I don't
I've been
have one, but I'm not necessarily interested. There's some good stuff on there. I'm not going to be too negative about it, but not enough that.
Oh no, it's got Sunset Overdrive.
Hey, that game wasn't that bad, honestly.
That's a
That
good
game was great.
That's a great
I've
game.
heard
What do
some
you-
people knock Sunset Overdrive. I thought that was a really dope game.
Oh, they know.
I still have the
it's
shirt that came with the like, the
too over the
pre-order.
top, I think. Like I know Yahtzee and I forgot the show's name, but he knocked it like crazy. But that's just the nature of his reviews and stuff. That game's like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for most people. That
Yeah.
Dude, I'd give it a 9. I really
also,
loved it.
one more thing, guys, just so this starts coming in as we continue to talk. Chat, by the way, what are your guys' opinion on Sony's conference, by the way? Continue what you guys were saying, but just so the chat messages start coming in.
Type in S in the chat if you think it was super.
Or just tell us what you thought.
Type E.
Yeah, or just type what you thought.
Type E if you think it's pretty epic.
Sorry for interrupting you two, though. I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, it's fine. We're getting off topic anyway.
We should let's
we're here
focus
to
on
talk
Sony's
about
conference for now.
Sony's
Yeah.
conference.
No, definitely. Yo, Last of Us 2 looks dope, by the way. And anyone who's complaining about Ellie and that other girl kissing should just leave the podcast. I don't even care. I'll say it.
Get out of here.
What's wrong with it? Have you played the Last of Us 1 DLC? She's always liked girls. There's nothing wrong with it. It was a great scene. That was my favorite trailer from their entire presentation. Ellie goes in and kisses that girl, and it transitions into Ellie killing somebody, and then transitions to the end of the kiss. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful is probably not the word when she stabbed a dude in the throat, but
just
like
fucking. It looked incredible though.
Yeah.
The combat and stuff. Is it gameplay?
It was gameplay.
Yeah,
It went
gameplay.
from
And that boggles
pre-rendered
my fucking
cutscene.
mind.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, transitioned into gameplay
Mhm.
really nicely,
Mhm.
and then transitioned back. And I guess that could have been just like the tutorial. Like that would be such a good tutorial mission.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Like
insane.
it
cool.
did well.
Like right in the deep end and shit.
Oh yeah. It was dope. Also, to people in chat, me, Rob, and Snoop all collectively kind of agree that Sony was like the weakest conference, but they still had cool things to talk about. Just because I see a lot of people being like Sony was a mess, they still have some cool things that we'll mention. But yeah.
I think they're the weakest out of the big.
Weakest, hands down.
Like out of the
I
big
think
three, I think
Square-
EA was like easily worse.
Square
was
or EA
technically
were
worse.
the
Square
weakest,
was-
but in
Square
terms
was
of
all right, in my opinion.
they were okay. But like, I think Sony was fine too. They had some good.
Yeah, they just didn't show anything new, which is
Well, they
which
did.
is a fair
They did.
criticism because it's E3. We're looking forward to like
Jokes on you, boys. They did show something new, something pretty damn big.
Fucking
Pirates of the Caribbean in
I
Kingdom Hearts
swear
3.
to God, I was about to use that transition to something else. Dang it! Like, but that, and look,
Take that, nerd. Kingdom Hearts 3 wins.
Woo!
Woo! 2019.
Kyrie.
like, let's be real though. The Pirates of the Caribbean world, like, that looks
That
so
was amazing.
so good.
It's crazy.
Scarily real.
Like it's starting to like the Kingdom Hearts games, like even like the Frozen trailer, like it looks like a real Disney movie at times.
They look
Dude,
as
the
good
Tangled,
as
the Tangled world, Rapunzel,
looks-
like
yeah.
she
It
looks
looks
better than
Yeah.
in the
Then
actual
in
Disney movie.
the actual movie, dude. Like that I'm stoked. Like
It's fucking
I'm
bonkers, dude.
stoked. Snoop, are you excited, buddy? Are you excited for
Am
Kingdom
I,
Hearts 3?
motherfucker? I spent £200 on the fucking special editions just to get those fucking figures.
Good
I'm
man.
broke. But it's worth it, my
This
dude.
game's ruining my finance.
It's I've got to sell my house, but it is worth it,
I'm
man.
taking out a second mortgage on my house.
That
and
collector's
stuff.
edition is pretty nifty. I mean,
It's hard, dude. All right, like, I'm just gonna like bundle all the stuff that got announced for Kingdom Hearts in
Yeah,
one go.
you just
There was
go off of that
3
Kingdom Hearts
trailers.
now.
One at Microsoft out of nowhere, one at Sony, and one at Square Enix. The Microsoft and Square Enix ones were basically identical. But
yeah.
the big news is we got Frozen World, we got Pirates World that looks insanely gorgeous, and Aqua's been naughted, you guys.
dude, she's looking a little naughty now.
She's been naughted out of nowhere. My girl, no.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I love how happy Snoop, because I've always been a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, but in the past 2 years, I've become a much more casual Kingdom Hearts fan. But like, I love Snoop's excitement for it. It makes me so happy. I'm happy for you, Snoop. You deserve this, okay? You Kingdom Hearts fans, you guys have waited patiently. You guys deserve this. January, baby.
What we don't
yeah, you
deserve
deserve to
is
have your
seeing
wife
her get naughted. Yeah, well now we've got 2 Step on Me Please waifus with Larxene and
Ooh.
naughted Aqua,
Yeah.
who is technically a guy, but don't worry about it.
Technically, yeah, you're actually right.
You explained that to me last time we
Yeah.
recorded. I
Oh my
still kind
God.
of get it, I think. But
Don't
anyway,
worry
so-
about it. It makes sense in the game, kind of, not really, but kind of. So
Oh, most convoluted.
let's move on
story.
from Kingdom Hearts before
love
I.
it, though. I love it.
Oh,
cry.
There's something Jace pointed out in chat that the trailer's audio for the at
Oh,
least
it's
the
brutal.
Xbox One was
Mm.
and it was kind of rough. I
Yeah,
think.
it was. Everything about it was so solid except for the audio, but like, I can kind of.
Kind of ruined it. for me,
I can
honestly.
shrug it off because like I've been so thirsty for anything Kingdom Hearts. So seeing anything just like immediately makes
So
me lose
seeing
my
it at
shit.
like half the conferences at E3 just like yes, please.
yes. Dude,
So,
Joe Strange Guru, who's in the chat, he was in a call in the Microsoft conference, and I was like, that was the one conference I was like, yeah, there's not going to be anything Kingdom Hearts. And then the second that showed up, I just lost my shit.
Flipped your-
I was
flipped your
screaming,
lid.
man. Yeah, it was. Oh, that was a good time. But yeah, that's
But,
enough of Kingdom Hearts. I
Going
never
back
thought.
onto Sony, something one of my highlights for E3 actually that they showed is the Resident Evil 2 remake. Holy crap!
yeah.
It looks gorgeous. It looks like a blend of the Resident Evil 4 style with some elements from Resident Evil 7, but like
Oh, yeah.
there's still all the classic stuff from Resident Evil 2.
It's
We've got
looking
new boy
pretty.
Goody Two Shoes Leon and shit. We got
Mhm.
Lickers in there and stuff. We got the police station looks fantastic. It looks horrifying like the Resident Evil remake. I hope it's as good as that because that was fantastic. I'm excited for this game. I have high hopes because Resident Evil 2 is fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just Resi in general is just a phenomenal series. I haven't touched it as much as I should, but I played Resi 7 and I enjoyed it. And I even heard Resi 7 was not the best Resident Evil game. It was good, but
Nah.
you know what I mean? So, hey, I got to play Resi 4. I know that's like supposedly the most iconic one, right? Is Resi 4?
Yeah,
It's the most iconic for sure.
Chat, what
but
would you say I should
it's-
play first? What Resi game should I play first, chat? And Rob. and
I'd
Rob.
recommend you play the Resident
Resi
Evil
remake.
Yeah,
Ooh.
honestly, it's either that or Resident Evil 4, which is
Yeah.
the best.
And
Like,
if you play Resi 4, play the Wii version because
Oh, the Wii version's the best.
The Wii,
straight
the Wii
up.
version. I do have it for
Yeah.
Wii, so maybe I'll do it
Like,
for
The motion controls and being able to point is so much better than a stick.
it's
so much more
legitimately
precise.
the only Wii game that I would say like actually
Yeah,
fits
that's
on
the first time I've
console.
ever heard someone tell me like, "Yo, you should play the Wii version, fam." Like, I've never really gotten that before, so I'll take your word
Hmm.
for it.
Unless you wanted to play it in like 4K textures on PC, but like you know
Yeah.
the Wii versions, I've played it through on that 6 or 7 times or so.
Ooh,
It's definitely good.
okay.
And I hate motion controls as well. Like the Wii's one of my least
Oh, yeah,
most hated
definitely.
consoles. So like the fact that like I still say yeah no get it on the Wii.
I will take your guys' word for it. Resi 4 on the Wii. I'll give it a try tonight. It'll be a good time.
And the
Do it
the
right
if
now.
The special
Right now,
edition,
okay, bye guys.
the Resi remake is on the Wii as well, because originally on the GameCube, but it's on
Yeah.
PC as well, it was remade, updated for PC. So like that's probably a good place to play it. That game, that is one of the best like remakes.
See, I'm
Yeah,
so
but
lucky to have
it might
such
be
good
the
friends,
best,
guys.
actually.
I got these friends who know about Resident Evil, and they're able to help me like this. I'm a lucky dude. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Aww.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
my friends.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Mm.
Anything else for Resi 2 though? I kind of interrupted Rob. So.
There is one thing I want. It's not Resi related, but it's more to do with motion controls. Like Tomato Ghost pointed it out. It's a lot like the Metroid Prime games on Wii. How there are some games that were just better controlled on the Wii, more precise and stuff. I feel. If you get me.
Okay.
Like,
Cool.
So the Metroid Prime trilogy is a lot
Yeah.
easier to play. I
Yeah, I've
found.
heard that for other games that were brought over to the Wii too. Like I believe like Pikmin 1 and 2, I think were brought over to the Wii. Like they're ported over
Yeah.
the ga- and I
Pikmin
heard
2
that
was on Wii.
they're better on the Wii. Like I've heard.
Well,
so.
Pikmin 1 was brought over to the Wii as well.
And then yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard they play better on the Wii. So hey, maybe
Yeah.
that's a thing. So Metroid Prime, Resident Evil 4, and Pikmin. So hey, the Wii actually is a good console, guys.
Who would have thought? What
I
else
mean,
did Sony have?
Yo, Spider-Man's looking thick though. Spider-Man, I gotta say, like
dude.
in general,
So
like out of
excited
all
for that.
Marvel heroes, Spider-Man's my favorite, and like we have Insomniac on this, which is a phenomenal
Hmm.
development team. So I'm stoked for Spidey. I love the white Spider-Man emblem on him. It just looks like a solid game too, and that's this year. I think is it November? Is it November?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I think it's November this year. But like that, like
Stoked.
you know, I love me
I
some
can't
Insomniac.
wait.
Like,
I love how
I love almost everything they've done in like.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh
from
yeah.
Spider-Man
Insomniac
to
does
Fuck
Ratchet.
Me.
They're your boy.
Yeah,
They're
did
your boy.
Ratchet, they did Spyro back in the day. They did Sunset Overdrive as well that we
Yeah.
were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But like,
Mm.
I don't know. I just like, God, I'm so excited just to swing around again. I've
I
missed just being able to swing around the city.
I absolutely love how it's its own thing. You know, they're not going off any specific lore from any of the
Thank
movies or
God.
anything. It's its own thing. It's very comic book based. They've got all the villains in their own like
Mm.
spotlight and shit. And there's like a
Yeah.
a higher up villain we haven't seen before.
I actually, that's the one thing that I
my-
don't like about what I've seen. That higher up villain looks real weird. I don't like how
Really?
it looks.
Okay.
Like when he's all like glowy and stuff, it just looks really.
We'll see.
awkward.
We'll
I
see.
don't know.
That is fair though. Yeah, the
It-
combat.
I don't think it's
very
like
cool.
the game's fault. I think it's literally just like
Just the source materials fault.
yeah,
Mhm.
the source material's fault for making such a weird ass motherfucker.
Oh, also correction. It comes out in September, not November. Thank you, Stu.
Ah,
Stu knows his stuff, by the way. Stu, like in chat, is like he's been very informative. So thank you, Stu. He knows his
That's
stuff.
he's been
It's pretty
carrying
sick.
us.
Yeah, he's been helping us. Thank you, Stu. I
The
appreciate that.
MVP.
Oh yeah. Anything else at Sony though, guys? There was some other stuff. We're like keeping. I will say this right now, guys. We're to people in chat. We're gonna miss stuff. We're missing probably big things. There's probably that
Yeah.
one
We're,
game
we're
you
only
loved.
talking about the shit we
Yeah,
we
that-
care about.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Don't. hate us
Even
for
then, because this is the third time we've done this, we're probably even going to forget about the stuff that we
Exactly.
care about.
Oh,
So-
one more thing I do want to just mention. Death Stranding. I know the intention is to confuse us, but I'm starting to just lose and I'm probably the only one for this. The gameplay looks cool. Everything looks super tight. Hideo is a god, okay? But I'm starting to lose not interest, but it's just let us know what's going on a little bit more first. That's my take on it, at least. Chat, what do you think, and what do you two think? I'm curious.
I have 100% lost interest
Okay,
in
cool.
Death Stranding at this
I'm
point.
I'm slightly more intrigued than I was over the past couple of CGI trailers. Like now, I'm
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by how
Well,
the game will work and stuff.
Yeah,
I love the
at
stealth
least there's
mechanics and
some
stuff.
form of gameplay now.
Now we have something to dissect instead
Yeah.
of going off like blatant. Like,
Now we
this
have
be the
Norman
last-
Reedus walking to dissect, so
Yeah.
an
that's
Also-
open
true.
world stealth game. I'm down.
Hey,
it should be interesting no matter what.
that's
Hmm.
true. Nah?
I'm very intrigued still, but like they could do a bit better in terms of conveying what it's actually about. 'cause
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
as iconic as Hideo is, like it's been a few years and we still don't know. We've got a better idea now of
Mhm.
what it'll be about, but
Yeah.
I feel I want it to come out soon.
Yes,
Please.
please. Because
It's gonna
we
be
know
like
it's gonna
5
be a
more
good.
years.
Well, I think we can all agree though, like it's gonna be a good game. It's just like more or less. I'm just really confused as to what's going on, but I know it's gonna be a good
Yeah.
game. So. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all from me for Sony. I can't think of
Yep.
anything else.
Pretty sure that's everything, every major thing that I care about from Sony.
Yo, but like.
Sony was shit. Moving on, boys.
No, no, we're not leaving it on there as shit. They're just underwhelming compared to everyone else.
Yeah,
But I don't think they were shit. They
definitely went
underwhelming.
bad.
Yeah, I went like even their presentation. They were having like audio issues. The musical performances were like too much for me. But
They had the intermission thing. There was
I
whose idea
do
was
like-
that? That was stupid.
I do like how they try and do different things and like unique ways of presenting games instead of just guy in a suit on a stage and a
Yeah.
car on a stage and going, "Who's hyped for FIFA 19?"
Yeah.
Here's
Speaking
the
of which, let's jump into
FA
EA for
Cup.
5 seconds and say
EA, man.
they were really
Yikes.
underwhelming. Yeah.
EA fucking suck.
I will say this, and then I'll leave it to you guys. Code Vein looks really cool. Like Code Vein, I don't know if you guys seen it. It's like
Is that EA?
was that EA? No, Code Vein was EA, right? I feel stupid now
Was
if it
it?
wasn't. Was it?
I thought that
Ooh.
was. I thought.
Was it Square?
I have no
was it
idea.
Square?
I don't know if
We are
it's.
so fucking professional.
No, it's okay.
Guys, cut aside. This is the third fucking time we've done this.
Stu will let us know. Who's it being done by? I could be
Well,
wrong.
I
I'm
will
trying to
say,
check who publishes it.
whenever I need the classic E3 cringiness, it's always EA that delivers.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
they got us covered on
holy-
that. I'm waiting for
holy
chat to correct
crap.
us.
every time. It's just who's hyped for this and just dead silence.
Silent crowd.
Mhm,
So good.
No one
I
cares.
love it. I absolutely love it. Holy crap.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the football and the rain on the football is innovative.
And they always they always manage to get the first conference of E3,
Mhm.
so you can really like
Just good to get them out of the way.
yeah,
So-
Yeah.
you really get your hopes or like your hopes just get plummeted straight away, so then every other conference after looks fantastic. It's
Okay,
like
cool.
yes.
Cool. Also, Code Vein is by Namco Bandai. I'm just trying to remember what presentation it was shown at. So my bad, guys. But Code Vein does look really cool. Just saying, but it wasn't EA.
Well,
I
it's
don't think.
understandable because like so many conferences have shown
Yeah.
off games. that aren't
Thank you,
made by
Rob.
them.
Thank you. They're up
Like,
at my
Mike-
pack right there. Thanks, buddy.
Microsoft's had a fantastic conference, but most of their stuff was just from other developers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
It
big
wasn't even-
point for sure. That's good.
Actually, Code Vein was probably them then.
yeah.
So
was-
they did do all that shit.
yeah.
So it was
Yeah,
them.
EA
Well,
was
how about
whatever.
Let's jump on to Microsoft.
Yeah,
then.
let's do it. Let's do it. I'd
Because
say
Microsoft
comeback of
was
the century.
probably the biggest, in my opinion,
Mhm.
of the conferences.
Yeah,
for sure.
Uh,
For sure.
It was the best conference of E3 this year, I think.
Mhm.
I
Just
can-
because like the amount of stuff, I was like, yep, cool, awesome.
I was personally the most into Nintendo, obviously because of Smash Brothers, but in terms of overall conferences, Microsoft they blew it out of the park.
Oh,
Like so many new games. Like even it doesn't make me want to buy an Xbox One, but as a conference, it was like 9 out of 10 for me because
Yeah.
huge hitters, fantastic stuff. I don't want to list off all the stuff because we'll go into it, but lots of new games, lots of big announcements and stuff.
Yeah.
And like
Kingdom
it was
Hearts.
straight to the point.
Yeah, here's my thing for Microsoft, okay? Rob said it a lot himself too. He's we're on the same page for it. Like I think Microsoft overall in terms of presentations had the best presentation, but like as a company though, this doesn't like make me want to buy an Xbox whatsoever. Like there's still
No.
there was like maybe like 3 or 4 exclusives announced. Like what you could tell what Microsoft did is they buyed out a lot of the exclusive third-party announcements, and it really brought a lot of hype to their conference, truthfully. And they deserve it. I'm not knocking them. I just mean like I don't want
it was fantastic to watch, but it doesn't make me want to buy an Xbox.
Yeah, that's
One.
all I'm saying, because people are like, Microsoft's back, and I wouldn't really say Microsoft's even back. They just like their presentation, like watch wise, was the best one to watch, because they had banger after banger. Another thing to note is I know they got a lot of those new developers to work with them, but I just want to put it out there that a lot of the games those developers are already working on won't be exclusive to Xbox One. Like it's once those developers start making new games that those games will be exclusive to Microsoft. So I know I'm being negative and just a douche right now about it, but I just like I
can't believe you've done this.
I just don't want the people to like get.
I do think they've set themselves up well by acquiring those new developers.
Yes, absolutely. It's still a great move.
There's a lot of they're buying that talent and ambition, and I hope they just handle it right, because they haven't done that too well in the past.
Yes,
but,
exactly.
So the first thing they showed was Halo Infinite, and I have no idea what it's gonna be, but
we're Battle Royale, dude.
Fucking die.
Battle Royale.
They're going back to Halo 3 armor and the classic armor and stuff, and they're back on a Halo ring. So it looks like it's a change in direction. Please.
Yeah, change in direction to a semi-open world, 100-man online.
I swear to God.
Battle Royale game. It completely makes sense. I can see it coming.
It would honestly, dude, like we would hate it, but it would sell. Like Halo Battle Royale, like we would roast them for it, but I'm sure it would actually do pretty well in terms of sales. Which
low-key would love to see that. I just like to imagine the in-canon reason for it. Like we're fighting against this oppressive force and shit. Now let's make
over 100 Master Chiefs.
Yeah, let's make our most expensive soldiers fight each other to the death and shit. Like these soldiers that are as expensive as a starship and stuff, as a cruiser. Let's make them fight to death on a fucking one of the Halo rings. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just a tech demo or something.
Yeah.
It's a new engine
as well.
Yeah.
I'd like to see.
So it's
like
probably.
To see what they do with it.
I assume it's going to be like what I guess like Halo Reach was, like where it's not like a main line, but it's also kind of a main line, you know?
Maybe.
Just that kind of. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. Like
Nice.
I feel like who knows? Maybe this will even be a new. Maybe what we're predicting isn't even the case, and this will be a completely new direction for Halo. Who knows? Like
maybe it'll be
the benefit
I think
of the
that's
doubt.
very likely.
Yeah. Like who knows? Maybe they'll get the God of War treatment. That's what I've been calling it, the God of War treatment. You know what I mean? Like you can even look at Gears. It's like God of War was like a really getting to be a stale franchise. I love God of War. Don't get me wrong. It was starting to die out a little bit, and then they come out with God of War 4, and it's like not even really God of War 4, just the new God of War, and it's like revamp the series and revitalize the series. So who knows? Maybe like Halo Infinite will be that case. Probably not, but who knows? Right? Who knows?
Not likely, but hey, yeah, maybe.
Got to give them the benefit of doubt.
That's a good point, but like with the God of War series, they really gone into everywhere they can. Kratos had pretty much done something with every single god. There was
he killed every single god.
Yeah, like every
that was the thing.
And then there was Ascension, which I think it's called Ascension, which was a prequel, and that was bit crazy for a prequel to the games and stuff. So they really explored everything, but with the Halo universe, there's so much that you could dive into. There's like all the lore of the Halo rings they went off to in like the books after the Halo 3, I believe. And so it could definitely be like a brand new revitalization of the Halo series, but like I'd love to see them go off into some other parts of the lore, because it's such an interesting universe, at least from Reach and 3 and stuff. I didn't care for 5 at all, and I don't think many people did.
No one.
5 was real bad.
That's the thing. Like this will need to be good. Like I not normally one to say that, but like it needs to be good. Or else,
See, I don't think so. I think Halo's one of those franchises where like even if like it's not technically good, it's still gonna sell enough, and Microsoft is still gonna be able to keep it as like a.
Halo will keep going for maybe 20 years or so.
Yeah, that shit's never gonna die.
Yeah,
sadly.
For sure. I don't know. Like here's the thing though. Like the negativity of Halo 5 I feel like it kind of did affect the series a little bit, and it's still not dead. It has like such thriving like fans, so I do think this one does need to be like pretty darn good. I will say personally, it needs to be decent at least, or else like they might get some flack for it. But I hope it's good.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a banger.
A banger.
Bang, bang.
So something else that Microsoft showed off, which is exclusive, I believe, is Forza Horizon 4, which looks interesting because the weather mechanics and stuff and the online, the heavy focus on the online mode.
Yeah, it looks really good, but like my biggest issue with it is once that community, so when the game first comes out, you're gonna have people online everywhere playing.
Yep.
I like how they showed the absolute mayhem of the online as well. Like
which looks great, but like in a month on from that initial release, when a lot of people probably won't be playing it as much anymore, it's just gonna kind of be a standard racing game again, because you're not gonna be seeing like crazy races going on everywhere. You're gonna be seeing a lot less of that. Which isn't exactly the game's fault. It's literally just like the player base is gonna.
It's definitely a risk. It's definitely a risk. I'm curious to see how they entice people to keep playing with expansions and stuff. So, it's something Tomato Ghost pointed out. Forza looks great purely for being in Britain. Absolutely love it. Yeah.
Oh man.
So it looks. I'm digging it, especially how the It looks like they're really going ham on the weather, changing the mechanics of the game, like winter, whole new areas are opening up because of the ice and stuff. I'm keen. I want to see what they do with this.
Forza to me, that was the one thing that really did catch my eyes. This looks like a really like expansive like racing game, and like I feel like that's a series that doesn't get too much innovation. You know what I mean? Like it's really easy to just make your straight up racing game, but this is like, it just looks really cool, and plus it's available on Game Pass. So this is a game that, like, if they keep on doing stuff like this is something that might make me go out and buy like a used Xbox One for Game Pass just to play Forza, because I think we can all agree it looks beautiful, and the gameplay does look like a ton of fun. So hey, I'm down for it.
It's pretty sick, my dude.
It's pretty sick, dude.
Okay, so something else they showed is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice by From Software.
Oh yeah, new From Software game. Yeah,
super down.
Yeah, I guess this kind of confirms no Bloodborne 2 for a little while yet. Kind of, I guess. I see some people sad about that, but hey man, new From Software, I'm stoked. Can't go wrong with it.
I love the combat. Like, I'm not a huge Dark Souls or Bloodborne guy, but the combat in that new game looks so sick. I said that new game because I don't know how to pronounce it yet, and I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Yeah, but fair enough.
Like the movement options you've got in that just look insanely satisfying. So like grappling around and stuff just looks like a bloody good time, mate.
Oh yeah, it just look like it did look bloody good time, mate. Like that.
I love how they were going into vertical mechanics and stuff. Like Dark Souls didn't really dive into that too much because of the nature of the game, but this one it's much faster paced. You can jump around everywhere. It still looks like it has that really gritty but fair combat. And so I'm very, very curious to see how they mix that up. It looks like movement will take a much more prominent role in terms of combat. So, not just like with rolling and dodging and running around and stuff.
No, but full on movement.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of verticality as well. So it's like, you're really going to be able to, or from the looks of it, you can really like get all over the place, mate. It looks good. I'm into it. I'm tired. I've been up since 6 a.m.
It's okay.
I'm not on point today, lads.
Yo,
there's something I want to point out that it is published by Activision. So,
I mean,
so,
From Software though, they're like the kind of development team that I really don't think they're gonna gonna let Activision muck up their game, truthfully. So I trust From Software to kind of be like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a Bungie situation.
Yeah.
Right? It's like From Software, they know their shit, and like they could get any developer. No, sorry, they could get any publisher they wanted.
Oh, and
Easy.
yo, real quick, chat, by the way, because we're obviously going to wrap up Microsoft soon, not yet, but let us know what your favorite announcements from Microsoft was and what you guys enjoyed about their conference
I'll
and what
let
you guys
you
thought
know.
about it. Let us know.
Oh boy, I'll let you know. Guys, we
I don't
got
care
Devil
what
May
you think.
Cry
No, I'm kidding.
5. Holy shit!
Hey,
Fucking finally, let's
Dante
go.
riding in from hell. Rob, you're excited for this, aren't you?
So we got Nero's looks like the main character, like in DMC4. He's got Devilbringer has been cut off, and he's got a robot arm and stuff. He's got
He a Robo Boy now.
Oh, you're Robo boy. You're Robo boy now.
just he's
Oh
still
my
got
God.
I think it's he's got Blue Rose, I think his gun, and a Red Queen, his sword, which has like an engine thing mechanic on it, because he revs it up just like in Devil May Cry 4.
Mhm.
So I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. It looks amazing as well, and like they're saying it's the best game they've made ever. I'm not sure if I believe that, but
Yeah.
it looks incredibly promising, and
It does. Yeah.
I've been reading a bunch about it. It's 75% done, they said. So
Yeah.
it's already.
Oh, I didn't
so
know that.
Yeah, it's already it's already more done than Devil May Cry 4 was on launch.
How the fuck is Devil May Cry 5 gonna get released before Kingdom Hearts 3? What?
Yeah, holy shit! I don't
Oh
think
my
it definitely won't.
Dude,
It'll definitely be late next year.
I think this was
yeah.
a really it's not exclusive to Xbox One. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
I think this
it
was
better
a
fucking not be.
It better not be.
We'll be
Yeah,
riot.
I think this was a really smart announcement to grab up on Microsoft's end, because this was like the hype. Like this is a big deal. You know what I mean? It's been a long time.
This
and-
is like this is I think bigger than Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
Mhm.
that level.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've been reading about it. There's a mechanic where the better your stylish meter in combat, the music will change accordingly and get like more
So
hype and
cool.
intensive and shit. So if you're up in like the triple S rank, it'll
Yeah.
be more upbeat. I guess the vocals will change based on like compared to like a D rank or something.
Mhm.
That's
So-
such a cool mechanic.
Oh yeah.
Like it's such like a simple idea, but like
It's so-
if they can have it transition well, that's really cool.
Oh, it's gonna be
Can't
rad.
wait.
It's gonna be
Oh
rad.
my goodness. Oh
Dude,
my goodness. I'm
dude,
so excited.
Dude,
I'm
you
so
know,
excited.
I'm excited for it, but what has me the most excited out of anything Microsoft had was Cyberpunk, dude. Like I've been just
Cyberpunk
waiting.
2077.
I've just been waiting to like and letting us go over everything else, man. But Cyberpunk's looking thick. Like and it's CD Projekt Red. You know what I mean? You really can't go wrong
Yeah.
when it comes to CD Projekt Red. They've done everything right when it comes to games, even whether it's like actual releases and even DLC. So it's like Cyberpunk's gonna be dope.
They're one of
I-
the few development companies that actually do DLC right.
Yeah, they're a prime
They do
example of
most
how to do
things
DLC.
right, not gonna lie.
Fair point.
Like-
fair point.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
trust them
Oh
wholeheartedly.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like to me, like look at like The Witcher 3 almost like revitalized the RPG. Like to me, like The Witcher 3 is the new standard in my opinion for RPGs. So I think the same
Oh,
thing's
yeah.
gonna happen with
Western RPGs,
Cyberpunk.
I'd say.
Mhm.
Yeah, they explicitly said this is RPG first and a first
Yeah.
person like
Mhm.
shooter or whatever
makes me-
second.
Dude,
And
that makes me so
they're on their
happy.
promises,
Yeah,
so-
so happy. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of people, some people aren't happy that it's first person, but I'm sure they'll handle it great. Like it's
Yeah.
fine by me.
They know what they're doing as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
I'm
like
loving-
they didn't show any gameplay, but a lot of people did get to play
Yeah,
it at the
behind the
event. Like there was a
scenes.
behind closed doors gameplay of it that like they were allowed to give like their impressions and stuff of it, and I've not seen anything negative at all. It's all just been like,
Mhm.
holy shit. So like, ooh,
Oh man,
it should be spicy.
Oh,
They
definitely.
haven't announced a release date. I don't think they've said
No,
it's
it'll
going
be
to
a
come out
while.
once
A long-
they said once it's finished, which
Mhm.
I understand. They did a
Yeah.
little snippet of like a bunch of questions and answers on a screen, I think, in one of the trailers. I can't remember, but it's like when will this game be out? At like once we're done, once we're happy with it. And one of them was like, will there be microtransactions? And the answer was like, microtransactions in a single player role playing game? Are
Like,
you kidding
Are
me?
you kidding me?
And, like,
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that because I think it's pointing to Deus Ex as well, and the
Yeah.
shit they pulled with
Yikes.
Mankind Divided. I think.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah, I love it. The balls of these guys.
Yeah.
Top-
no,
Well,
I don't know what
they've
they're doing.
they've got the clout at this point.
Yeah,
to be
I never
able
thought I'd
to do
ever hear
that.
Snoop use the word clout, but
Dude, I was trying to think of another word, and I was
That's
like,
the
nah,
best
fuck
word
it, I'll
to
take
use,
I'll
dude.
take the.
that's the word for it. They got the
Yeah.
reputation. They got the clout to just say that.
Yeah, they're allowed to because like they can back up their shit. They're
Mhm.
Yeah.
not just shit talking and then being like, oh nah, our game's a shit though, so we're they're like, nah, we've got like good stuff, and we're gonna chat shit, boy.
Oh, we have the most awarded game of all time, huh? Like, we're gonna
We
talk some...
we lift and we box.
Oh, and Rob, were you saying like when it was showing like the codes and stuff? Weren't some of those like codes for The Witcher 3?
Oh yeah, so like in the Xbox conference, and they like hack the screen and stuff. And
Yeah.
there's all those codes going
way
in.
they did their
Those are all like
presentation.
those are all the game codes for The Witcher 3
Like,
that you could
Yeah.
like actual codes for the entire game that you could put into Steam, I think, and it would give
I
you a
love that
copy of
so
the game.
much.
Yeah, that's
That
just
is-
so cool that they would do something like that. Like,
It's and I love them. I love them so much because it's just
I love them.
I love them so much. I do hope they what's the word? I guess they don't go too hard and fall a bit short. Like
Yeah.
I trust them wholeheartedly, but I don't want to see them like fall under themselves at
oh
this
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So,
I think it should be safe. Honestly, I don't think
Definitely.
they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna trip and fall at this point. Maybe their next game, but like The Witcher 3 was their last one. It's
Yeah,
been a long
And it
time
was
since that's come out,
fire. That game was so good. Dude.
and it was fire.
I love
It lived
Witcher
up to
3.
So
it. It's a hype
I
as
trust
well.
them. I trust
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Mm,
No,
I've
but-
been digging the music and direction as well. I've been listening to this track "Spoiler" by Hyper from the trailer. It gives me classic like Need for Speed PS1 vibes with
Mhm.
like Doom, and it's amazing. I've been listening to it
Mm.
nonstop. I'm extremely excited for this game.
Oh yeah,
The
for sure.
world looks so interesting, and how they really love their dark aesthetic of like really gritty. Like they did dark fantasy with The Witcher, and looks like this dark sci-fi.
Yeah.
I dig
Yeah.
it. I absolutely
it's
love
such
it.
a
And they
flip
do that
too.
shit
That's
well.
what I like. It's like they go from like a super like RPG taking place years ago, most likely, and then we have like going into like a futuristic, like sci-fi
They
style
go-
game. It really shows like their range as developers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Medieval inspired
Mhm.
like Polish history and stuff
Mhm.
going into sci-fi and cyberpunk, literally cyberpunk.
Yeah, literally
So,
cyberpunk.
I'm excited, you know.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
I definitely say like this and Devil May Cry are the two big things that kind of won E3 for Microsoft this year, in my opinion. Honestly.
Yeah, I
like,
reckon so.
and that goes, and I'm gonna throw it out there before we move on one more time. Like I said, like Microsoft nailed it this year, but again, those two games don't necessarily make me want to go out and buy an Xbox One. You know,
No,
but it
because
was
you're gonna be on
smart that they
everything
got
else.
those announcements for their conference because that gave them a lot of press. So, yeah, baby. What else we got? What else we got? What we talking about next?
Well, they also announced at the conference Jump Force.
oh yeah,
which
Jump Force looks so rad, dude. The game looks pretty cool.
It looks good. It looks kind of clunky.
It looks very clunky
I
for a
was
fighting
looking at it
game.
over again. You guys said that the last podcast. It does look a little clunky, but it's early footage. I think the game actually looks pretty darn polished, honestly.
Look,
so far.
Again, I'm
Just my
a big
opinion.
Shonen Jump fan. Like I love that shit, even though a lot of it's like just dumb trash. But like, I love a lot. Like I love One Piece and stuff a lot.
hmm
So seeing that, I'm like, hell yeah! I'm glad to see Jump Force get like, or not Jump Force, J Star.
Yeah.
I like seeing J Stars kind of get a round two. Hopefully they can polish the combat up. I really hope they can polish it. Because like I don't even mind if the combat's subpar. Because just seeing all the characters is just like, yeah, this is fun.
Oh, hell
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
seeing them in action, Frieza versus like Naruto, and just think of the other ones. Like there's some crazy rumored
Dude,
characters. Like
I really want them to get some like, because the best thing about J Stars was they didn't just get like Naruto, Luffy.
yeah, you gotta get the obscure ones.
They got like some really old school like obscure ones, and I love that. Give me Yu Yu Hakusho. Give me Deku from My Hero Academia,
Yeah,
because
but
otherwise I'll riot.
that's not obscure though. To be fair.
No, it's not obscure. That's new as well. So I'm like, no, fucking put him in.
I love.
Just do
I
that
love
because I
show
love
to
my
death.
boy.
Dude, there's
Dude.
some. I don't know if you guys heard. Like, they're thinking like there's rumors that Yugi or Kaiba might be in Jump Force. That's
I would
crazy.
love that.
I'm
Imagine
fucking
that.
down.
How would they do that? I'm assuming they'd work kind of like Pokemon Trainer or something like that.
Let's put in.
Yeah.
Let's get Joey
Let's
and
do it.
stuff. Let's get your boy.
Fun fact, I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, when I was a kid. Like, obsessed. I know everyone was, but it didn't stop for me. Like, I kept on playing it when I was, like, 16, which is... yeah, anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, it looks interesting. For sure. That's my take on it. That's most of it for me in terms of Microsoft.
They're it's pretty cool. Oh, one other thing too. I'm just throwing this out there, throwing this one thing out there. I know we didn't get Skate 4, okay? But like skateboarding games are dead, and being like a big skateboarding like person myself, I really hope Session is cool. I think people need to like ignore that we didn't get Skate 4 and just look at Session.
I mean, this
it's
was
a new
like a spiritual successor. So
yeah,
like, hey,
that's the thing too. If you
hopefully
look,
it's
like the Tony
good.
Hawk franchise is completely dead at this point. It's done. We have not gotten a good Tony Hawk game in a long time. Skate.
Yeah,
was
there's
the,
a reason people are like that people are hyped for like a new Skate and not Tony Hawk because Skate
Yeah.
3 was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Love that game to
exactly.
death. And so everyone, like
Definitely.
Tony Hawk series is kind of it had its time.
It's
I think,
dead,
but
man. It used to be great. I've actually been playing through Tony Hawk's Underground again because it's a good game. But anyways, moving on from Microsoft, what else? What else should we talk about?
how about we move on to Bethesda? I
Ooh,
think, 'cause
Bethesda, big boys.
Bethesda, Ubisoft. Then let's finish up with Nintendo.
Sounds good. Sounds good to
Okay,
me.
so Bethesda, they had I think they had a good conference in my opinion. They really it was really solid. They had some good announcements and they had a Doom Eternal. They had a CGI trailer for that and looks. I can't wait.
Yeah,
more
dude.
Doom.
Again,
I'm
it was
happy
it was
it's not Doom
inevitable.
2.
It was inevitable because like the success of Doom, but I'm still super glad just to see like it is happening because
I'm so happy that
Doom
such
is
an
so good.
amazing first-person shooter,
yeah.
single player first-person shooter is getting a sequel, and like they aren't calling it Doom 2. Thank fucking God, because it's Doom. Doom was Doom 4 essentially.
Yeah, it would have been
And
ridiculous.
Doom
if they called
Eternal
it.
is Doom 5.
yeah.
Don't call it Doom. If anyone calls it Doom 2,
Just give him a
Yeah.
slap.
stop. Please don't.
Oh,
No,
God.
you're wrong.
I like the name too, Doom Eternal. Like, I like that. I really like the.
It's one of the series that
grittiness
can
of that.
actually like. It's one of those generic titles, but it actually works for Doom because it's
Yeah.
like demons and stuff. So
Mhm.
Eternal and shit like that. Like, I was kind of expecting a title like Back from Hell or
something like that. Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
Back from Hell would have been a little. I don't know. I like
This-
Eternal though. Eternal's dope.
Eternal works. Yeah. I'm digging how like scary and stuff it looks, just like the classic, and you were just gonna go through and murder everything. I loved it. I love it to death. ID Software can't wait.
Yeah.
I trust those guys.
Oh yeah.
They've been on fire lately. Like basically since Wolfenstein, just like non-stop good games from them. Like they're like at least for the first-person shooter, like single-player side of the industry, they're like
They
easily
are-
just the top dogs.
They're dominating it. Absolutely. I love how I watched some documentaries about Doom, like the new Doom and stuff, and they fine-tuned everything. They were like rewatching the with the elevator scene, like no, the shotgun, the loading of the shotgun has to be like a bit later and stuff, just to get it perfect with the music. So I
And
can't
that is
wait
the
to see what they do.
hypest moment
Hypest
in a
fucking-
game in a long ass time.
I listen to that soundtrack like all the time. It's so good.
Oh yeah. It's
We're just going
intense.
on about Doom at this game.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we
it's
should
so
we should
good.
It's a good
we
game.
should try and up a bit,
It's-
boys.
Yeah. What else?
fantastic
I
game.
mean, what else happened at Bethesda?
Well,
Fallout
so
76.
we've got- Well, I guess we'll jump on the Fallout 76
Yeah.
now.
Hey, there's some bigger stuff than Fallout 76 too to go over. So I mean, but
I
Fallout
mean-
76. I mean,
That is the
I'm
most
excited for it.
material.
I think a lot of people are fairly disappointed that it's kind of an online game completely. Though they kind of masked it. It looked like it was kind of an optional online game, but Todd confirmed in his interview with Jeff Knightley, that it is like you cannot play this game offline. You need an internet connection to play this game. So, but I'm still stoked. Fallout 76. I love the vibe. I love the trailer that they did with the West Virginia song and stuff like that. I am excited for it. I'll play it online.
I'm very excited for this
but-
game. It's the first Fallout game that actually kind of enticed me. So I might go and play Fallout 4 in the beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I haven't actually played a Fallout game probably.
Like,
So
I think like this was a little bit of an iffy choice to do too, just because I haven't heard the best things about Fallout 4. So I think that's one of the reasons they're getting a bit of a negative reaction is it's like we got Fallout. Go ahead, Snoop. You could explain this better than me. Go ahead.
Well, like I guess the way I see it is like Fallout 3 is like a solid game, and then New Vegas is like excellent.
Phenomenal.
And Fallout 4 is like as an RPG is fucking garbage. As a shooter, it's whatever. It's fine. Like
Yeah, you're telling me you
that game is
liked
so
the changes they made to combat in Fallout 4.
yeah,
but as an
the
RPG,
combat in that
you're
game is the
not.
best in the series.
Yeah.
Like all the RPG elements in that game is just like
it's
garbage.
because
But,
like I know
I
it's
just want it to be good, man.
in regards to that aspect. I know it's not as good. I know friends have told me that it's still like a really good game that I should definitely pick it up. And stuff.
I would still recommend playing it because like the house building and stuff's really fun as well. Like all the base building stuff's really
Yeah,
nifty.
I remember there being so much funny videos on YouTube and stuff with that. Like one of my friends who got Fallout 4, his name was Ben. He like the only thing he really did in that game was building his like area and like building up his house and stuff and his base, which was pretty cool. So
That's funny. That's fine. That it kind of feels like a natural evolution to like bring that into a fully online, fully realized experience. That is because I imagine a lot of people wished like imagine like if I could build this with like mates and stuff and go around the world. And
I
it
think
feels good.
as long as they play it right, I think playing a Fallout game with friends could be insanely fun. But if they do it like they've got to be careful. They've got to be careful with how they do it. Is all I don't know how they should do it because I'm not a game designer. I'm just a dickhead on the internet. But like
it's I do like how they're not going for hundreds of players, but it's multiple dozens. So there's there's not so many that it'll be overwhelming and stuff. And there'll be enough that everyone kind of, if you see a person, there's like impact to them, you know.
yeah.
I know Todd Howard was inspired a lot by Rust, I think, in the interview. I can't remember, but Rust, because Rust in its complete state that it's in now is fantastic. Seriously, but like that game is so hard, you can't get into it unless you're like with the group, or if you like you literally go find someone and be like, can I be your can I work for you and stuff like that. So
Friend,
'cause,
friend, please help me.
looking for GF/BF.
I'm buying GF. Please help.
and like oh my god, RuneScape memes, let's go. But I think an online Fallout game just with building and nukes and stuff too. I can't wait, honestly. I'm very excited to see how it goes.
I'll definitely have fun with it. I'm excited, personally.
Yeah.
Gonna be a good old
I'm more optimistic than I'm skeptical, but there's reason to be skeptical for sure because it's a bit of a weird time. I mean, it's slightly weird, especially the way they've been kind of the way they announced it and stuff was a little bit of a letdown. But I'm still hyped for the game. Like, if they announced it just in E3 and not with like the live stream beforehand, though that was crack up the way they streamed the standing by thing with like the fucking Vault Boy, just the plushie sitting in front of it. I loved it, but I'm optimistic for sure.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic. Yeah, that's like Stu said. That's that's the way that I'm going into it. Just like I hope it's good, but I'm not gonna be too surprised if it's a bit of a letdown.
I think it's a good way to
hope
look
it's
at
good.
things, honestly. Let's not knock it, but let's not get our hopes up too high.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we had Elder Scrolls Blades.
Hey, dude.
So that's a mobile game. Mobile RPG.
It actually looks kind of cool. Like, okay, so it is a mobile game. I said this in the past 2 podcasts, so Rob and Snoop already know exactly what I'm gonna say. But here's my thing with Blades. I think, okay, so let's be real. If you go on your phone right now and go to like whatever app store and you look for a mobile RPG, they're usually really bad.
I'll do it right now.
Bad. Do it. You will
Don't
not.
fucking do it.
There might be 1 or 2 that are okay, but they're really, really bad. And let's be real, a lot of mobile games and in general are kind of designed to like make money off of you. But Blades actually looks like it might be one of the first games that's developed for like mobile platforms that is just designed to be a decent game. Like it actually looks like a decent RPG experience on mobile. So I mean, I'm not like jumping through the roof excited for this game, but I do trust that like it might be good. Like it looked all right based off of what we've seen. What do you guys think about it?
I think we've moved past that stage of like mobile games being like really cringy because phones are getting more powerful, and we are seeing some really cool experiences on phone as well. So if we can't really just ignore it and go, it's a much more casual audience for sure. But it's really good that Bethesda are diving into it and putting some quality into that market, because they're incredibly recognized. They've got the IP, you know, for that stuff, so they can really dominate that market with that. Because, you know, there's all these tiny developers making really mediocre RPGs, and then you've got suddenly Bethesda comes in and steals their market share, steals 99% of it, because that's just how, just, you you know, I'm sure they'll dominate.
Sorry,
on the mobile app store, on the Android app store, there is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh shit, true.
That's on
okay,
mobile?
so like 85% of the market share.
I didn't know that was on mobile. Yo, hey.
There's also Sprogglewood.
I heard that game's fire. 10 out of 10, game of the year. It's really
literally the best game of all time.
Also, Senzu pointed this out, which was hilarious. That's how self-aware Bethesda is with Skyrim. Like that
Absolutely
Skyrim, that was
yeah.
hilarious, and that's a real thing. The Skyrim Alexa.
Yeah,
that's real. If you have an Alexa, like you can literally play Skyrim right now. Go record yourself playing Skyrim with Alexa and tweet it at the One Up Twitter, please.
Yeah, do it.
I'd love to see that. I love how it looks a lot like D&D as well. It's like you see this, what do you do?
It looks fun. Like
it looks. I love to have an Alexa to try it out, but I'm not going to invest that much money because I don't have a use for it for Alexa.
At
all.
Oh man, it's cool though. It's cool though.
Love how it looks like they're coming back from that really cringy stage of making bad decisions. Now they're like, okay, we get it, guys. Haha.
It's just good to be self-aware. So respect to them for that. So, I mean, I don't think anyone wants Skyrim ported to anything else. It might come to mobile one day, which would be a pretty big deal, I guess. Like I wouldn't buy it, but that is a big accomplishment to get that running on mobile. I think it'll come to mobile one day.
In a couple of years, once for certain phones, like because phones are getting pretty powerful.
But they got something else brewing in the Elder Scrolls IP.
So yeah, the elephant in the room is Elder Scrolls 6, which they've said is nowhere near done. Yeah. They showed an After Effects trailer.
It's kind of like Metroid Prime 4, I gotta say.
It is
very
exactly
similar,
like
because it's like
Prime 4.
I want to like kind of criticize them for it, right? Because it's like it was smart for them to do it because they got a lot of people talking, but at the same time, it's like that game is not He even said like Todd even said like in an interview that the game isn't even like playable yet or anything like that. But it's still cool to let us know that they're working on it. That the trailer kind of gave us maybe a little glimpse into the setting of where it's taking place. But I will say, as an announcement, it's kind of like it's just like
I'm very conflicted about it because like on one hand, I'm not a fan of games being announced way too early. But on the other hand, they needed to show like, look, we know what you guys want Elder Scrolls 6, and it's.
I mean,
announced.
like, it's another one of those things where like you know it's gonna happen. You know Elder Scrolls 6 is happening at some point. So I feel like them announcing it didn't. I guess for me, didn't really feel like anything. So I was just like,
true.
Yeah, shit.
That's true. But yeah, a lot of people get incredibly angsty about it, and they like way more than they should. So I think it's to like just give them a pat on the head, like, all right, we are making it, just chill out, and like, it'll just be like 20 years.
They're probably just sick and tired of having people yell at them to make it, to be honest.
Like,
so they're just kind of like, look, you know, we're making it now. I don't know when it's gonna be done, okay, but it's cooking.
I think people need to chill out about it. Like, yeah, of course it's nowhere near done. Like, it's not them being cowards. It's like them just like calming everyone down. Like, I think people need to chill out about Bethesda because they are doing their best. I think. like guys, come on,
come on.
There are some immature reactions to that conference. I think like people. This is a little topic I want to delve into a bit. Like, people need to chill out about video games and an E3 because
yeah, they set their
it's a-
standards way too high.
yeah, it's like
I mean, like,
wow,
it
this-
is customers. We're not owed anything.
Yeah.
Like we're like a lot. Like there's a big entitlement issue in like the in the gamer community, where like it's like no, we deserve you know I don't know. I can't think of an example. Before Metroid stuff was announced, like, no, we deserve a new Metroid. It's like, no, you don't.
Yeah, like,
Like,
well, actually, no. I
you
will
get what
say
you
those
get.
fans did
Listen,
deserve a new Metroid,
listen.
like especially the 3DS one. Like, it was
they
kind of
made
messed up.
Nintendo
like,
made some bad decisions,
Yeah.
but it's like it's the sense of entitlement. You're right.
Yeah.
There's a
technically, like,
fine line
no-
between having good marketing and knowing your target market and what they want, and
Yeah.
having that sense of entitlement. Like, oh, you should
Mm.
make exactly what we want and stuff. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Bloody creative integrity be damned. It's just what we because we it's that sense of like we know what you guys should
Yeah.
make better than you. It's fucking childish. It's
And I mean,
so
what
annoying.
it even kind of happened this E3 with that the Microsoft skate game, the skateboarding game.
Yep.
Everyone's like,
Skate
skate
4,
4, skate 4,
Skate 4.
skate 4. And then
dude,
even though like it's kind of what you want, it's a spiritual successor to skate, and people are like, oh, where's my fucking skate 4? I don't want this
yeah,
shit.
and it's like
Yeah,
they're
like,
just
what?
knocking the game. Like the biggest thing I've seen for Session is not Skate 4, not Skate 4. It's like, dude, like honestly, that genre of games is in desperate need of a new franchise. And Session could be this whole new crazy
Yeah.
thing that revitalized the franchise. Just because it's not Skate 4 doesn't mean you need to like.
Yeah, people need to chill out about
Yeah.
shit they don't know because we only know what's been released and stuff and what people like. You don't. A lot of what you haven't played, you don't know. So people need to. It's like just enjoy the experience of E3 and seeing new games, and don't like sit back on your high horse and be like, okay, I'm expecting these. Like, give me this. This is my checklist. If you don't meet it, this is trash. Like, because
Yeah.
every year we see like E3 this year was awful and stuff. It's like, stop being so childish, please.
Was there one game that you're interested in from this E3? All right, cool. Yeah, this year was good then. Just take
It's kind of the
take
gist
the
of it.
win.
I think the biggest thing is if you don't get what you want, that doesn't mean the conference was shit. I think that's the best
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
If it was shit, it was shit. But if like you didn't get what you wanted specifically, doesn't mean you need to be negative and be like, yo, it
Yeah.
sucked.
Some people do need to recognize like,
Yeah.
if a group of people are suddenly super excited for a certain game like Smash or say Metroid and stuff, you don't need to be down in the dumps because like be happy for other people. Like, because
Yeah.
I see some people being like, oh, Smash, I don't care about Smash. Like, well, a lot of people do. Just like chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Oh,
with,
yeah,
with
that one-
Metroid.
oh,
I
we'll
was
get into
so
that
happy
later.
for like
That's
all the
Smash.
Metroid fans. I've barely played any Metroid game, and I was like, dude, that's a really cool announcement for like all the people. And I know there's a lot of people who are super into Metroid. And I
I'm
know
so
that's, like,
excited,
really
and it really annoyed me to see people like, "Wow, Nintendo showed nothing." It's like, are you kidding me? Like, come on, have some bloody empathy. I love what you said earlier, Corey. It's like how happy you are for Snoop, how he's getting.
Yeah, that he's getting Kingdom Hearts. Exactly. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people. It's like I don't know. Some people complain that like that's all Square had this year, and it's like no, like that's all they needed. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Like, what else?
Anyway, I think we should.
We're going off topic again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is something I wanted to talk about though, because
Yeah.
No, that was a very good point, Rob, and I definitely agree with you. Here's the biggest tip: stay off Twitter when E3 is going on, okay? Because you're just gonna get
that is just
it's just
nonstop
gonna hurt you
pessimism.
inside. It's just constant negativity of like, of course this person's conference sucked, and it's just like, ugh,
Yeah.
come on.
Or I'll go into it with a grain of salt, being like, all right, like just take everyone a bit less seriously and stuff, because everyone thinks they're an expert for the most part. Like,
It's
you know.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyway, so let's move on to Ubisoft.
Yeah, started out
love-
out with the dancing, man.
It was interesting.
Oh boy.
Well,
Do you know that's
Dance.
coming to the Wii?
Yeah.
Just Dance is coming to the
yeah,
Wii.
it's still, dude, the Wii is
Again?
still supported like by like
That's
heavily.
crazy.
It is crazy, but it's because like Just Dance knows they'll still get sales on that platform.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. To be
That's
honest.
so funny to me. A console that released in like 2006
Mhm.
is still getting support from some developers.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's
Mhm.
so funny. Yeah,
for
so
sure.
we also had something you want to talk about, Snoop?
Yeah. This one, that's all
And
you, Snoop.
my boy, you go.
Beyond Good and Evil 2, we got another pre-rendered trailer, and oh my god, does it look beautiful! And we get to see Paige again, and I was like, yep, that's my boy Paige. And then at the very end,
just huge amounts of
oof.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna stop feeding into this.
I love.
We got some Jade at the end. Even though they said like, oh yeah, Jade and Paige, they're not gonna be in this one last year. Then this trailer like, I got you. We got young Jade. She's evil. So first we get Aqua, who's been naughted. Now we got evil Jade. It's bloody bonkers, mate.
It was like
Evil
again
everywhere.
another thing where I'm super happy for you, Snoop, with Beyond Good and Evil 2. I know you're excited for it. And sorry, Rob, I cut you off. You're about to say something.
I do love the. Okay, there is a bit of a hate for like those over the top CGI trailers with no gameplay and stuff, but which is fair. But it's also I just love those things. It's just those heavily like handcrafted trailers that just get you so excited for that series. You know, it looks. I'm very. It's so cool, especially for like Beyond Good and Evil to have all this stuff to soak into, and they did show gameplay as well, which I believe.
They
ambitious.
They showed gameplay last year as well.
True. Yeah.
Just it's all super early alpha stuff. They're going so ambitious with it, which kind of worries me. But I trust the director a lot. Like that dude's not really made a bad game at any point. And it looks like Ubisoft is really they're really pushing it hard. So
really respect them
I've got faith
for taking such a massive risk with it. Like really, we'll give this out all. Like even though it's an old game and stuff, like we'll recognize how it people want this game. So you know, respect to them for actually taking some risks and stuff. You know.
Yeah,
good
definitely.
on you guys.
Good for them. I mean, trust me, it'll be worth it once you're putting that game in your PlayStation 4. It'll be like, whew, that's gonna be.
It might be the next PlayStation. Not gonna.
It most definitely will.
For me with Ubisoft, like there was nothing that wowed me too much. Like I'm really stoked to see Fox come into Starlink. I think people look at Starlink and they look at it as just a typical Toys of Life game.
McCloud.
But yes, Fox, I'm so stoked about that. And I love the way they introduced him. I love Ubisoft and Nintendo's relationship. It's beautiful. It is honestly beautiful.
Yeah,
last year with
Yeah.
Rabbids was awesome, and then this year with Fox coming into Starlink is great. Also, I will say to anyone watching, like definitely look into Starlink a little bit. Like it does look like your typical Toys to Life game, but it has some very interesting mechanics, and it looks like it's actually going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Snoop. It looks pretty dope. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really into it.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
Oh, and the Donkey Kong performance with Grant Kirkhope, legendary composer.
Oh yeah,
legendary composer. That was also really cool. So I'm stoked for that.
I just love how Miyamoto is pretty much always at the Ubisoft one.
Yeah,
It's like
it's adorable. I love stuff
He
he
like
shows
that.
up there more than he does the Nintendo.
that was what I was just about to
Everything,
say. Is like Reggie's
great.
handling Nintendo. Like, oh, can I stay over? Like, hang out with the Ubisoft boys?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
Oh,
No,
Papa
absolutely.
Reggie, can I go and hang out with my Ubisoft friend?
even
He's
though
friends.
Miyamoto's older
Fine.
than
Only
Reggie,
if you bring Nintendo IPs with you, Miyamoto. Then you.
He's
can.
like,
Fine. I'll put
Star Fox is
Fine,
dead.
I'll put Fox in Starlink.
good.
Goodness me.
Oh yeah, and one other thing is, guys, stop hating on Assassin's Creed so much. Like, come on. Like, I'm sorry. I know they deserve a lot of the hate that they get, but Origins was like, they really took the time to revamp the series with Origins. In the game, if you actually play it, not just read reviews, play the game, it's not terrible. It's not bad.
I'd even go on my way to say that Origins is good.
Thank you, Snoop. I wanted
It's
to
a
say
good
that, but I
game.
thought I'd get attacked. So many people just love to hate on Assassin's Creed, which is understandable, man. But I will say, Odyssey looks cool. I want a Super Mario Odyssey Easter egg in there.
It still doesn't entice me in the slightest.
Why?
Yeah,
Why not?
like-
If you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious.
Okay, well, we've still got Origin still has like following missions and stuff like that I've seen. I haven't played it, sure, yeah, fair enough, but like it hasn't been it looks interesting, but nothing to the extent where I'm like, okay, I might give this a try, because it doesn't look that new enough. Because I've played some Assassin's Creed games, and it just it looks like more, which for sure, but it doesn't entice me enough. Granted, I'm not the target demographic.
I can't argue with that, but I can't argue. I disagree, but I can't argue with that. Fair enough.
It's like, I don't care for
that
it
awkward silence of disagreement. Anyways,
you're wrong. You're wrong, and I hate you.
And again, I will also say I do totally understand criticism that Assassin's Creed gets sometimes. We'll throw that out there. Like the series got way too like tiresome from like 1 all the way up until I think it was Syndicate when they finally revamped the engine. But this new engine looks pretty dope, and the new
I just want them to. Like they took the break, sure, but I don't think they changed enough over that break, because they're going back to yearly and stuff, it seems. Because I don't know, I'd like to see them not go into let's pick a different time period and go into that and stuff. It's a cool idea, but they've been doing it for so long. I'd love to see them just try something out, stick to something for a while, maybe change up the formula a whole new way. I'd like to see them stay with one character and really develop a single character, like they did with Ezio.
Yeah, I will give you that. That was really, the Ezio trilogy was great for that. But I don't know. We're gonna get too much into a debate about this. We agree to disagree. I'd say let's move on. What else you guys want to talk about?
Sure. Nothing else from Ubisoft for me.
Yeah, no.
That means it's time for the big boys. It's time for my boy Nintendo.
Square
Is it time? Is it? Are we gonna? No, we can go over Square if you.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Nintendo. Yo, so Nintendo, man. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out of the way now. I know a lot of people actually, not a lot, but I'd say it's down the middle. We're fairly disappointed with Nintendo this year, okay? And understandably so. I will say their E3 wasn't necessarily stacked to the brim, but I think one thing a lot of people really got to think about and consider is Pokemon Let's Go and Smash were very, very briefly announced very shortly before E3 this year. And if people just kind of forget about that and just take Nintendo's E3 presentation for what it was, how much they showed Smash, we got to see more Let's Go. I'm not going to say everything else because we're going to all talk about that together. I actually think Nintendo had a solid presentation. Was it the best though? Was it the best? Last week, I would argue that it was, but no. Now I will tell you right now, I definitely think Bethesda had a better presentation from them, but let's jump into it. Yeah, Bethesda. I think Bethesda actually had I think they did better. Yeah, I think Bethesda was probably like the best along with Microsoft this year. Truthfully, I think Bethesda took it, honestly.
Interesting.
You guys disagree?
I'd put Nintendo way above Bethesda, but that's just my take. I'd
put
it
above Bethesda. I even love Nintendo. I gotta be real though. I gotta be real.
Microsoft was the best.
Microsoft was the best. Anyway, so Nintendo opened up with Daemon X Machina, which looks like a mech game, which is heavily stylized. The combat looks crazy awesome. Loving it. It looks way over the top and really intense.
Yeah.
Which is definitely something the Switch could use more of for sure.
It looks really fun. Yeah.
It looks so good. Looks a little bit clunky at this stage, but it's a 2019 release, so
yeah. So they've got a lot of time before it goes gold.
Yeah, definitely. I think it looks super like high octane, and not just like the music and stuff for it was intense. I love the way like the direct opens with all their cheery like Nintendo Direct transitions and all that stuff, and then it goes right into it with this like heavy music. It's like, let's kill some stuff. It was pretty rad. I'm stoked for it. Plus it's another exclusive coming to the Switch, so who knows, that could turn into a whole big IP for Nintendo, or it could blow, but I think it looks pretty darn cool. So
it wasn't in the group of indie games or anything. It's definitely like an actual.
Yeah, it looks like a full on quality game, full on quality game, not no like small scale game. It looks like a big deal. I'm stoked for it.
Kind of reminded me of a Zone of Enders.
Yeah, that's by Hideo, right? That was by Hideo, right?
Yes.
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. The way the mechs handle and the combat reminds me a bit of Xenoblade X, which I thought it was at first. I thought it was like a spin-off from that, but no. But the way they handle and stuff looks similar, which I'm down for. It looks very exciting.
Oh, for sure. for sure.
High octane is the best description of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like intense. You know it's gonna be intense. You know what else is gonna be
down.
intense? Some Super Mario Party when I'm crushing you guys online. But wait. It's sad
I was
to
about to
say.
jump in.
It's sad to say
About
that
to fucking roast.
the online isn't the necessarily what we wanted. It isn't bored online. But hey, I want to throw this out there. Let's not be negative. At least
It's
we're
a step in the right
It's a
direction.
step in the
It's
right
a
direction.
massive step in the right direction.
Yeah,
'cause
Super
it's
Mario
like,
Party's
Yeah.
looking really, really cool. But go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
It's what everyone's wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if they just went that extra step for the board online, it'd
Yeah.
be great. But
And it
uh,
doesn't seem like a big step either. Like, if you've already got like all the online stuff set for the mini games,
Mhm.
adding the board shouldn't. I don't know what game development's
Honestly, like I was
Because
a little
the
defensive
games are the
about this at first, but I do agree that like they should have just made it the board online. It wouldn't it wouldn't have been that much work. Truthfully, we're not game developers, but just
yeah,
it wouldn't have been
Well,
that much work.
thi-
Honestly,
the mini games are the most complex part, which would
Yeah.
be for online, because the board is just rolling step by step and stuff. If they're going back to like how Mario Party works, we don't know how different it is. It looks mostly to be the same as Mario Party 1 through 8,
yeah.
but everything else is I'm super excited for.
oh yeah. Did you
Yeah.
guys? I don't know if you guys seen the treehouse for it. Like they've introduced a lot of cool stuff for it. Like now you can go on any like place you want on the board. For one, it's not just like straightforward. Like there's a mode for it being straightforward, but there's different modes where you kind of roll the dice and you can go wherever you want on the board. You have to use every single, like say you roll an 8, like you have to use all 8 steps, which is really cool.
Good.
Each character has like a unique dice. I don't know if you guys seen that. That's really rad. Like
Didn't
they-
even notice
there's-
that.
yeah, you definitely check out that treehouse gameplay, guys. There's a lot of innovative stuff they've added to Mario Party, which is why I think they've kind of revitalized the series, and it's Super Mario Party, which some people have knocked for the name, but I actually like this new direction. I think the next game we're gonna get is gonna be Super Mario Party 2, and this is kind of the new direction for the Mario Party series.
I will openly
Yeah.
knock that name. That is so funny. It's just kind of like I understand because Super Mario Party 2 sounds about right for like a new series, because it's like the Mario Party 9 and 10 should have just been their own little spin-off series, because they are so different that it's really off-putting. So
Yeah.
I think this one's kind of different enough where it can justify its like own series. I'm just not a fan of like the super part. It might be like if they called it Mario Party such and such, also like 1, 2, 3, and 4 and stuff. But it just kind of brings me back to the new Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
2, new Super Mario Bros. Wii U and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
Nintendo are notorious for doing that. But like, it's not as bad as that. You know, there's reason to meme though. I
It's
think.
not as
Yeah.
bad as Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Like those names are
I
brutal,
don't,
dude.
I don't mind those names.
I don't.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know how I
I don't
feel
mind
about those names. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's understandable, I guess. Yeah. So it looks. That's definitely an announcement. I was just yes, thank you, sweet. That's one thing that we really wanted.
Yeah, I called that. Just throwing that out there. I called.
You
that.
did actually.
Thank you,
And,
Rob.
like people doubted you. But
Yeah, I
nah,
called that.
That
I knew
was you were on point.
Thanks,
With that.
buddy. Thank you. And I will say with the name thing, I think the only other reason why they're calling it Super Mario Party is to cash in on the name, the IP name Super Mario, in terms of SEO and just sales and stuff. I feel like adding the Super might actually in some sort of way make the game sell a little bit better, as opposed to just having Mario. If that makes any sense, what I'm saying.
Maybe.
I don't
There's-
know. Moving on.
They've oversaturated that name so much.
Yeah.
Like Super Smash Bros, Super Mario Bros, Mario Strikers and stuff like that. Super Mario Tennis, like it was. I think that was the name of the original. I can't remember, but they've used the word super so much, or so that it. What is that? What does super even mean?
Super
Does it, like,
Mario.
soup and of.
There's only one game of
There's
Super that I
nothing
want to talk
to
about, but we'll get to
Super.
that later.
Okay, so what else did Nintendo?
Ooh,
show
Fire
off?
Emblem Three Houses.
Nothing.
No. What?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
You wanna
That was a
fight?
joke.
Square up.
I was
Stu.
kidding.
Square
I was
up
kidding.
a 1v1
Just
in
like
Fortnite.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
Straight to fucking ferocity. Like, all right, nah, come on, let's go fight.
Fire
Yeah.
Emblem Three Houses, okay. Now here's the thing. I'm not a huge Fire Emblem fan, okay. But Fire Emblem Three Houses actually looks cool. I like the concept that they're going for. You can tell it's like three kingdoms fighting over something. They called it Three Houses, but it's ideally like three kingdoms. And like I don't know, like it sucks that it's being pushed to 2019. But keep in mind, like I think this will be big for the Switch mainly because Fire Emblem has such a huge install base on the 3DS, as does Pokemon, and I believe Animal Crossing would be another good example too. And we're gonna get that big crossover now of all those 3DS players that play Awakening and Fates. Now they're gonna jump up and grab a Switch so they can play Three Houses. So I think
it's absolutely necessary for 2019 because it's more stuff for next year, which is good. But it's a massive game because Fire Emblem, even on the 3DS, were like huge titles for that. So on this, a massive jump to the Switch as well. That transition is a big deal. So it'll take definitely a while to get it completely done. But also it gives people time to the majority of the Fire Emblem fans are still on 3DS. Like there was Fire Emblem Heroes, I think it was called on the Switch. And so some of them would have gotten that. Warriors.
Wait. No, I'm actually curious about. Warriors was the one on the Switch.
Sure it's
Heroes is the mobile one.
Yeah, no, it's Warriors. It's Warriors.
Yeah,
Fire
Warriors.
Emblem.
I just want to
Okay,
double
you
check,
were right.
so we don't get roasted.
Cool. So it's kind of like Hyrule Warriors, in the same kind of style as Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, the Warriors parts make sense. But so I feel the majority of the transition will occur between now and the release date for Fire Emblem fans, because this is like a huge title to entice them to get over here.
Yeah.
Okay, and because I've also got Fire Emblem Warriors is here too, and might as well pick up a Switch and stuff.
Yeah, might as well do it and also play more.
Snoop, you okay?
You're so fucking tired.
I've been up since 6 a.m. boys.
What time is it for you right now? It's like a 10:44 for you.
It's nearly 11.
Oh,
Quarter to 11.
Man.
Well, we're
things
almost
you
done,
do.
but we're not there yet, my boy. Don't
Nah,
worry.
we still
No,
got stuff to
we're
talk about.
still going.
Okay, so-
was there anything else, honestly, for Nintendo? I will also say, I hated Fortnite. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, guys. I hated Fortnite before I actually played it. It's actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna.
It's more fun on the
It's-
Switch than it
Dude,
is on
for
like.
some reason, it's funner on the way more. I tried it on PC. I tried it on PS4. Could not get into it. Bro, on the Switch, it's actually it's not that bad of a game. It's not that bad of a game. I'm not gonna lie.
The
I
Switch
really wonder
makes
why.
mediocre games better somehow.
It's true. It's true. I agree.
Yeah.
No hate to Fortnite though, because I know it's a lot of my friends play it.
Yeah.
Very,
That
very
bloody
intensely as
nerds.
well. What?
Beat 'em up.
Normies can't believe it. It's good. Yeah, I'm free on the Switch. Thank goodness. Like as soon as it was announced, it was available. Good stuff. That's like Switch has Fortnite and everything. It's just like more reason to like that makes the Switch viable in contrast to other consoles and stuff. It's like, well, I can play this game on it as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. And they got like 2 million sales in like a day. I think it was.
Yeah, it was downloaded.
Oh, they're bringing in the fucking money, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
They're making that guap.
making that dollar.
But all right,
Making that
drum roll,
money,
Rob. It's all
boys.
you. This is all you.
Hi.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yo, that's actually
straight
a
up,
big
though.
one too, though.
Straight up though, that is. I cheered for that. That's fucking
Yeah, no,
sick.
it's really cool, and it's 60 FPS as well, which is
If it-
insane.
Yeah, that needs to be 60 FPS because
Yeah.
it's such an intense fighting game. That's fantastic. I'm so happy about that. I just because that game is stellar. It's such
sick,
an amazing
dude.
fighting game. It looks amazing. Its scene is booming right now in terms of fighting games. It's really doing well. So I'm glad.
When I first got it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go competitive with this. I love it so much.
Yeah, I
And-
remember
and
that
then,
you're gonna
like,
be an Android
it
18
hit a
main,
point-
right? Was it Android 18
Yeah.
your main?
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Android 18 all the way. Then I was like,
18
wait,
is
no,
bad.
Cell's the way to go. And then
Cell's so cheap though. Honestly,
he is.
Rob.
But then like
He is.
you hit a point where if you slack for a week, then suddenly you're so far behind. You're like, well, I'm fucked now.
It's like that
So-
though. Honestly.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just a fighting game thing. And I
You
just
gotta-
can't be
gotta
asked recovering
committed.
from that.
It's why I play Smash every couple of days
Yeah.
or every day for a couple of hours. It's like
Mhm.
just you gotta stay on board, you know.
Mm.
Anyway, speaking of that, let's move on to the big boy.
Oh, yeah,
Smash.
the big
Smash
boy.
Ultimate is coming for Switch in December this year.
December 7th.
Holy crap.
Yes.
7th.
Want to
That's
get
right,
two
I could-
things out of the way really quickly. One, do you guys think it's a port or not? Like, how do you guys feel
No,
about
it's
it?
not.
No,
It's not
it's
a port.
fucking not.
Dude,
it's
if you
just
think it's a
meme.
port, leave the freaking chat. And another thing is,
Please don't.
I hate. Yeah, don't actually leave. It's okay. We still love you. I really hate when people try to say that. I guess I can kind of agree with it, but that Nintendo went on too long with Smash, and I really disagree with that. It's like, what are you complaining about?
If they didn't go on with Smash, they weren't going to show anything instead.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like it's
Then it
not
would've
like you
really
missed out on
sucked. Then it
anything.
would have been a really disappointing.
I don't understand that mindset because it's like, do you think there would be substantial stuff that they'd put in there anyway? Like, there would be magically a new title that you'd be hyped about? Because, you know, like, it's more, most people would care more to see more about Smash than they would to see some other indie title that,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
See
I
a new
just can't
Fortnite
comprehend.
Gabby note.
I can't wait for that. My favorite. But anyway, so yeah, everyone is back is the main theme of it. So every single character. We've got Snake.
Oh my god.
We've got Pichu.
Oh my
we've
god.
got Wolf.
Oh my god.
We've got Ice Climbers.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
It's crazy.
Everyone's
Ice
back.
climbers alone is enough to get anyone excited. I mean,
I mean,
my heart was broke. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I hope they don't have an infinite grab like they did in Million.
It looks like they
Brawl.
were kind of like nerfed a little bit because now like Popo or the girl one, like it looks like the girl one doesn't operate with you as much as she did in the past games. Again, I want to throw this out here as we talk about this. Me and Snoop, I'm helping Snoop out here. We are both casuals to the max with
What are
Smash.
you talking about? I'm epic.
But no, it looks like for example, like if you go to attack, like I can't remember, but like she'll cheer for you and stuff instead of hitting with you. So it looks like if she gets killed, like it kind of puts you in a tough spot or something. like
That's well. If she got killed anyway, she put you in a terrible position, a terrible disadvantaged position because Sopo is so tough to play with. But I just hope they don't have the blood, because in Melee you have wobbling and stuff, which is like an infinite inescapable grab combo. That like, and so which will basically it'll take you to 133%. No, like that's the point which they throw you and kill you. And like Brawl, they had something even worse. So please just make them a bit less cancerous. But because I feel so bad for the actual Ice Climbers fans and seeing like, why is there so much hate for my favorite character?
For my babies.
Oh, my babies. I'm glad they are back. I am a little bit skeptical about that character in particular for like all the associated stuff in terms of the competitive play. But we've got Snake, which is one of the biggest surprises to me. Like
people are mad about his
out of my
butt.
chair.
His booty ain't as big anymore.
Yeah.
People are a little
His
heartbroken
bulbous
over that.
butt ain't so bulbous.
Sorry, guys.
Even like David Hayter tweeted out about that as well. That's so funny. So we had Snake is back. Everyone is back. We've also got stages from Melee and stuff as well. I think Yoshi's Story is back. I heard the music. I'm not sure if it's
I think I did hear
stage from
music
Melee.
too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
assume it's back.
I
Like,
hope
I-
so,
I'd
'cause
assume.
that's a good stage.
I think for me, like go ahead, Rob. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I was just about to say the Majora's Mask stage from the lake is back as well.
Yeah. Or like the turtle pops up out of the water. I believe it's a turtle, right?
Yeah, it's a turtle.
Yeah, it's a turtle.
My boy.
Yeah,
My
the turtle's
boy.
rad. I think for me, like the biggest thing that I enjoyed out of this, and I went over it the last few times, is I just like the updates they've made to characters. I think they're just really cool and really fan servicey. Like for example, like Odyssey is a part of Mario's like outfit now, which is really cool. What else? Wolf has like his Star Fox Zero design.
Oh
Same-
yeah, the
same
Star
thing.
Fox characters are like
Yeah,
the
they're
Star
updated.
Fox,
Like
yeah.
there's like female Pikachu now, as well as Pikachu Libre, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Zelda's been
I love that.
redesigned to
Oh, Zelda's so fucking
dude,
Link Between
and that
Worlds.
design works
Or
so
Link
much,
Past.
works the best with like a mage style character like Zelda. She looks all floaty
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff too. It's like that's the biggest thing I got a lot of excitement at. I watched those individual character trailers, especially because I'm working on a video regarding Smash, right? So I've watched those videos so many times, and they're just so adorable. Like all the little tiny, even the littlest changes are nice. I'm excited.
She definitely looks better than in the other games because she can act out of down B and stuff instead of just sitting there. And I'm not sure if she'll be a good character. I think she'll be much better, much more viable than just like low tier in Melee Brawl and Smash 4. But yeah.
She looks cute. That's for sure. That's all I care about.
Mega cute.
Hell yeah, my dude.
She looks cute.
And that's why I'm gonna main her.
Oh yeah, Snoop, do it up, baby, do it up. I think I might even I might try to main Wolf. Like Wolf looks really cool for some reason. I don't know anything about him, but he looks dope.
He's got his they said they revamped him a bit in terms of his moveset, but it looks it's very interesting. He's got his side B from like the diagonal illusion, not illusion, it's something else, but and like I think it spikes at the tip of it like it did in Brawl and stuff as well. So I'm curious to see how he differs. Fox got a nerf. I think he's not as busted as he is in Melee and Smash 4, and like his side B sends you into free fall afterwards instead of being able to up B like in Smash 4.
Okay.
So that his recovery's been nerfed, and his recovery was already exploitable as is because it's so linear. So
Rob's giving us the technical Snoop. Me and Snoop
I
are
have
like,
no
yo, this
idea
character's
what's going
cute.
on.
Me and Snoop are like, yo, we like this. This character looks cute. And it's like Rob's like, he's good because of this. He can do this now. It's just good to have Rob around, like for that kind of stuff.
I like the
air dodge into a wave dash and do a backflip.
Isn't that like a new thing? They added like
so
directional air dodging as well as like you like
so
if you. I was just gonna say what it is, but go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Yeah, bit of background. So there's wave dashing, spot dodging, and shielding as defensive mechanics, right? So two of them are dodges, one of them is like, obviously shield and blocking. And so they have significantly nerfed them so it encourages offensive play. So if you shield, perfect shielding is harder to do.
Okay.
Which is kind of like almost a parry almost. Air dodging is so much slower and like it's incredibly laggy. So off stage is going to play, edge guarding is going to be so much more prominent, which I'm super down about. And rolling gets more and more laggier and like less, it gives you less protection the more you do it. So it like it seems like it encourages you to be offensive and throw out moves instead of just like holding shield a whole bunch and just like being defensive, which is great. That's awesome. Really happy about that because like offensive play is so much more fun to watch and play as well.
Yeah, as opposed like I like there's times where me and my friends when we're casually playing Smash, they'll just dodge all over the place, and it gets like I do that a lot when I'm playing as Kirby. I'll just constantly dodge, like, and it just I can tell
you get reliant on it.
Punished for that now, which is cool. I think that's a good thing. So
it's a great thing
for sure.
Yeah. So we've got because of it directional air dodges, we've got wave dashing, like a very laggy bad version of wave dashing, and we've got wave landing. So basically you directional air dodge into the ground, like if you're in the air and you do a short hop and then a directional air dodge back or forward, and like you'll slide. But in this it's so laggy that it's not really usable. And wave landing is the same but from the air onto a platform or so.
Yeah,
which is slightly.
No, go ahead.
No, that's the extent of what else is.
I noticed they're trying to like act like that short hop thing is like new to the game, but hasn't that always been in short hopping?
No, short hopping's always been in.
They're just giving it a term now, I guess, right?
No. It's short hopping was always a thing, but like you can do so much more out of it and stuff, and like there's no lag essentially when you do aerials, because some characters like you do a forward air with Ganon or so, and you'd sit on the ground with the end lag for ages. But now you can do, because short hopping is a huge way you attack and pressure your opponent, right? Because it's a good way to use your aerials on the ground, and so you can do so much more and be so much safer with them. So that's another thing that encourages you to like go up and attack and stuff, because your moves you have less moves of huge amounts of lag off a short hop, so your aerials are better. So Ganon can do some crazy stuff with neutral air, and he's typically a very slow character. Love the changes to him, by the way. So yeah,
he also they gave him like a ocarina design, and I know because like, this was just one of my friends was telling me this. Jeremy was saying that like before he was more of like he was very similar to Captain Falcon or something like that, and now they're giving him
especially in Melee, but they operated similarly in Smash 4.
Smash 4, cool. See guys, this is why Rob's good to have. He knows what he's talking about with this Smash Bros stuff. But hey Snoop, Zelda looks cute though, am I right?
So cute.
fucking
looks cute.
cute.
You know who doesn't look cute and looks like disgusting and I'm terrified of him? Ridley. Holy shit. Am I right?
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love how horrifying he looks, because that's just what he's like in
Yeah.
Metroid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, I can't believe Mario fucking dies in
I
Smash.
can't believe Link's fucking dead, dude.
I know. This is crazy.
Like, oh yeah, Mega Man and Mario are dead because of Ridley,
Yeah.
so they won't be
yeah,
playable.
the look on Mega Man's face is hilarious. Like, you see Mega Man looking around and it's just a few frames and dead. Like,
Dude, it's
Straight
like
up.
they don't even like hide it though. Like you straight up see Mario get like
slaughtered.
aliened. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
I love
My
him. I
boy.
love how
It's
like,
crazy.
terrifying.
It's crazy to see Ridley in the game too, because as both of you guys know, like Sakurai's he's really
Oh,
he's
I
really
was-
kind of
I was
scoffled at that
shouting.
for the longest time.
I was shouting when they announced him, like, I can't believe they did it.
I can't
They
believe
actually
you've done
did it.
this.
I can't. Ah, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
oh fuck.
So I watched there was a clip on Twitter that showed his victory scream, and this adds to his like they're going all in for him. Is like he's like gorging the opponent on the ground, which is out of sight, and then he turns to the camera and has a slight smile on his face.
Mhm. Oh
It's
yeah,
so
he does. He's
horrifying.
You love that.
I love
don't you?
it.
And I want to
I
point
love
this
it
out
to
too,
death.
guys. This is really cool for Rob because Metroid is one of Rob's favorite video game franchises. So I mean,
It
that's
is
really
my favorite video game
Yeah.
franchise. Yeah.
Yo, you know what'd be
So,
really cool? Would be even more perfect for you with the Echo Fighters, Dark Samus. You called this.
Yeah.
You brought this one up. Dark
I can see
Samus.
that happening because I'm pretty sure. Oh, first off, she's not in one of Samus's skins
Mhm.
anymore. They've
Yeah.
replaced that with like the black and yellow one, which kind of looks a bit similar to the Phazon suit slightly.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we also have Shadow is no longer an assist trophy
So
as of what we've seen. So yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? A lot of people. Also, I don't know his name. I only know Yozo will probably correct me in chat, and any of the Fire Emblem people's like Chrome. That he'll probably end up being an
Oh,
Echo
yeah.
Fighter for one of the Fire Emblem players, because he's actually a really popular Fire Emblem character that isn't in the game. So hey, I don't know.
He is, yeah.
Chat,
I'm
chat. While we're on the topic, what are some cool ideas for Echo Fighters? Give us some cool ideas for Echo Fighters. Come on.
Sora.
I love.
Sora.
Please. I what I do like is how they're just being upfront about that, because before it was like, oh, these are just like clone characters, but now they're being like straight up about it. Like, yeah, this is how they operate. Slightly different knockback and stuff, but the same moves. Because you've got like Echo Fighters. There's different categories basically. You've got Echo Fighters. You've got clones like Dr. Mario who have you've got some different attacks, but they play the same ish. And then you've got like semi-clones, which like Ness and Lucas. They have similar moves, but most of them are like actually different moves. So.
How different is Daisy actually from Peach?
She's an Echo.
She's
Fighter,
got brown
so-
hair.
I know she's an
Whereas
Echo, but
Peach
is
is
it literally
blonde.
is it full on a clone character? But
As-
does
as-
she have characteristics?
Echo
Different
Fighters
dresses.
mean they have the same move set, but the moves have different like
animations and
They-
stuff. Okay. Cool,
yeah,
cool,
no, different animations, but also like they'll have different knockback and different damage and
Okay,
stuff
cool.
like that.
Yeah, that's essentially
for
what I was
example-
asking, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
like Marth and Lucina, they have the same moves, but Lucina doesn't have Tipper,
Mhm.
and she has more consistent knockback and damage and stuff. So Marth, if you space right, you can kill it like 50 or so with Tipper, but Lucina can't do that. But she's faster and stuff, so
Mhm.
they cater to different playstyles, which is great.
Man, Smash is pretty cool.
Man, I love Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it just sucks
Smash
that
makes me
that Goku and Steve from Minecraft weren't added, guys.
I was hoping for Shrek, guys. Come on.
I
I was
know,
hoping
Shrek
for
would have been
Fortnite
OP.
character number 1.
But yeah, so the build they had was pretty good. There was a couple of bugs, like you couldn't run past your opponent,
Mhm.
which was like so you can't run and pivot grab.
That'd
and
mess
stuff
with
like
me.
in the other games.
That would like mess with me when playing.
Oh yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's a bug though. So I think that
I was like like that used like off topic a little bit, but like the new Super Mario Bros. Games, that's a thing. Like you can't run past people in front of you. Like if you're playing it multiplayer, so say you have 2 people, so it's like I could just imagine how weird that would be in Smash that you can't just run past somebody. You'd end up like bumping.
yeah,
into them.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because like that's how some of the characters kill and stuff. Like you run past them, pivot grab them, and like do a back throw to kill them. Like
Mhm.
Ness, Mario, Sonic, and all operate like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of changes. Like knockback is way quicker. And it looks like it rewards you more for punishing, for like landing hits. So there's more of a punish game. which is good. Perfect pivots aren't in here, which is like that. You probably don't understand a thing I'm saying, but basically, imagine like perfect pivots are like you flick the controller back and forth in such a way that you'll turn around and move like only so much to the left and right, so that so it's like it's a very precise way of movement that Smash 4 and like I think Melee has as well. And some characters have like they if you implement perfect pivots, they can really help. So for example, if you perfect pivot back with Marth, and that can line you up for a tipper perhaps, because you get just in the right space and stuff. I play Fox, so it's like this is my entire play style. So the fact that they're removing that's kind of sad, because I put so many fucking hours into perfecting that.
Oh yeah.
So,
the technical play of Smash is definitely like one of the most interesting things about the game for sure. Also, some people in chat are throwing up like cool fighter like ideas. So maybe we could talk about that. Like Jace.
Can we get a shout out
Belmont.
to chat?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. King K. Rool. Ooh, King K. Rool would be. I think King K. Rool could actually possibly happen. Just saying.
That'd be. I love him as an
People really wanted that Bandana Waddle Dee. If any Kirby fan wants that, but I know any other.
I love Waddle Dee as a skin.
Yeah, I actually like. I would love to see Waddle Dee as a playable character, but I understand why he won't be ever. Like, come on, but it would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'd like to see them. You know, it'd be funny if like Waddle Dee was a skin for Dedede, but instead it was like small Dededes carrying him Waddle Dee.
Oh yeah,
can you imagine how fucking funny that would be?
That'd be pretty cute. That'd
be so adorable. Like,
ooh,
I don't know.
Could X be an Echo Fighter for Mega Man? Jay says that could be pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, so Sakurai and the devs have been very much listening to the professional players. Like the Invitational, they were 8 players from like 4 Melee players and 4 Smash 4 players were invited to play in the tournament, and which was streamed by Nintendo at E3, and it was great. They showed off like doubles, singles, items with like free for all
modes.
Yeah, so it was great, and they were like very much listening to feedback and stuff. They were all asked to like send in a letter afterwards and give their full thoughts on the game and stuff like that. So really, really happy to see them fully embrace that side of the community. Finally.
For sure. There's some cool matchups in there, like freaking Zero and Armada teaming up, melee champ and freaking Smash 4 greatest of all time. Like, it's pretty cool. I don't know, some cool stuff there for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I loved how much like the crowd kind of worshipped Sakurai. Like when he came out, everybody chanted.
Yeah, Daddy
it was
Sakurai.
Adorable. It was adorable.
I love
like,
how he's standing out there. He doesn't know what to do.
He needs some sleep though. You can tell that the age is really starting to get to him a little bit.
Give the guy a break. He deserves a rest.
Definitely,
man.
dude. Like I would even go on to possibly say like this will be the last Smash led by Sakurai. And here's why. Like I really do think that this is the ultimate Super Smash Bros. Game. Like no pun intended. It's like the different features they've added. I mean, Ridley's coming in, like the little touches they've done too for like competitive play.
Oh, like the UI and like how you can see where they are off screen.
Yep, with the blast zones and stuff like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
That thing that pops up and stuff.
Those little details really kind of point out that Sakurai was delivering to the fans. Even like look at like Pokemon Trainer, for example. Pokemon Trainer, there's no more before like in Brawl, right? Like when you'd have to switch Pokemon eventually, correct, Rob? Because you'd get like
no, it's you could stay as a Pokemon as long as you want, but like the lag between
that's what I mean though. Like
really
you don't actually have to switch, but there is like a negative to staying as the one Pokemon. Now it looks like Pokemon changes in Ultimate are super quick, and you could just stay as one character the whole time if you wanted, kind of like how Project M, all 3 characters were split up, right? So it's like it really just feels like he's given the competitive players, the people who really take this game seriously, every little thing they need almost.
Oh, it's like they nerfed like shielding and rolling, like which is what we wanted, which is crazy. They're really catering to that. They're really embracing all sides of
you just
the
need to
casual
nerf
players.
Bayonetta a lot now because like
I think they have because MK Leo performed some Bayo combos on pull-up, and as Sakurai was watching, like he was watching all the matches very intently, and he was like, I don't know he could do that and stuff because Yeah, please nerf Bayo. Clouds
Yeah,
has been
please
nerfed as
nerf
well.
Bayo. Whenever I bring up Bayo, like at all, like I don't even know what I'm talking about. Whenever I bring it up in my Discord or anything, people will go in about Bayo's way too overpowered.
Like she's beatable, but if a Bayo just plays perfectly, like just plays well, it's pretty hard to like do anything because she doesn't have to take risks or anything, and she'll automatically basically beat you. I don't know. I know the matchup well enough at this point because I've played against her so much. Yeah. I think that covers most of what I want to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it looks like a good game. I'm going to be picking up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for sure. Sorry to throw this little plug out there, but new video on it's coming out tomorrow. Just saying. Just throwing that out.
Whoa, wait a minute.
5 reasons to be hyped for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I'm ready for the comments of people being like, excuse me, this is... I'm ready for it
It's
now.
actually...
That'll be me.
B. I don't... that could mean nothing. I don't know, man.
You did a good Snoop. I'm proud of you.
We love you. I love
Yes.
Snoop.
I did it. I'm a real Smash.
Yeah. So for conferences overall, do we want to give any gradings or anything to like, or is that like I'm not sure if that's.
I think ratings are lame, but I'm gonna do it
I
anyways.
think they
I'm
are
down.
too,
No, I'm
but
down. We're
yeah.
gonna do it anyways. We'll acknowledge that it's lame. It is kind of lame, but let's do it, dude. EA for me, like a 2 or 3 out of 10. It's bleh.
1. They can suck me nuts.
Tell him, Snoop.
All right, so let's just do the big 3. The big 3. What do you guys think about
Yeah.
Sony? What do you guys think about Sony? Out of
6.
6, 5 or 6.
I'm gonna give them
6 because
I'm gonna give them a
of
7.
6 because
7.
of
Ooh.
Resident Evil 2. But
Yeah,
if it
Resident
wasn't
2.
for that, it'd probably be like 4.
No,
A
fair
6
enough.
isn't a bad rating either. That's like
Oh, no,
slightly.
6 is totally
above
fair.
average.
6 is
Mediocre.
6 is
Like-
totally fair.
Yeah.
Dude. 6 is totally fair. What about Microsoft? 9.
Yeah, 9.
9 because
Actually, no, they had Kingdom Hearts. 10.
Really? A 10, but a 9's fair. A 9's fair. And my boy
but-
Nintendo gets an 8.5 from me.
If we're going 0.5s, I'd say 7.5.
Fair enough. That's still good. There's still a fair rating.
I'd say 8.5 sounds good.
Hey,
for
me and my boy
Nintendo.
Rob, brothers till the end. Take that, Snoop.
Wow. I
What
see
about-
how it is. Wow.
What, Bethesda fellas? What do
I
you-
think
what do
that's
you
a fair. Bethesda. I'd say Bethesda got a good 8 for me. Close. Like they did really good. I think they did good this year, personally.
I'd say 6.
reckon? Really?
Yeah, well, the
7
thing is, like, all the stuff they announced, I was kind of expecting, so there wasn't any, like, I got off
That sounds more like
surprises.
a you problem.
Yeah, no, I know, but,
How
like, this is a
dare
personal opinion as well. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
like,
yeah.
well,
Also, I do like this. People in chat, throw in your ratings too. Everybody in chat's throwing them in now, which is really cool.
I'd
too,
give
so I like that.
Bethesda a 7.5. I'd say for me.
Yeah, 7.5. I think
It's
7.5.
pretty- that's a
totally
good.
fair.
It's a good.
6 is a little like, but fair enough. Snoop, you're
I don't
entitled.
know. That's fair enough. Fair
What about
enough.
Ubisoft? What about Ubisoft? We'll just keep it going. What about Ubisoft?
7.
Tomato.
A tomato ghost that you guys should go
Toma-
subscribe to.
tomato out of
Yeah.
10.
Hey,
Yeah,
tomato
tomato
out of 10.
ghost.
I'll give him a 7.5 out of 10. I'm good.
I give him. I don't know. I didn't really care for it, so I give it a 5 or 6. But like 6 because 6 sounds fair.
Mhm.
I
I think
really,
we're forgetting one, but it's okay.
Square Enix.
Square. Honestly, like Square was only like a 6 for me, only because like I didn't like nothing else really appealed to me. But it is cool. We're getting those Dragon Quest games coming to North America, right? So, also one thing we totally missed. Isn't there gonna be like some crossover thing with Monster Hunter World and Final
Yes.
Fantasy or something? Well,
Final Fantasy 14, the MMO, is doing a little crossover event with Monster. So I think you can
Hell
find one
yeah.
Final Fantasy beasts. It might be like Bahamut or something in Monster Hunter. I don't know. And I think you can do a dragon or something in Fantasy. I'm not sure. I've not really looked. But
I
it's
probably
cool,
shouldn't
though.
have started that discussion at the end of the stream.
How?
Go ahead.
How
Sorry.
dare you? Yeah. So overall, I was very happy with E3 this year. After like during the hype, I was like, "Oh, this is the best one so far." But like last year was the best for me. But this was very good.
Last year was disgusting, dude. It was crazy. They went hard.
Last year was-
but I still
last
did
year was the
enjoy.
only-
Sorry,
only
Rob.
love
Go ahead.
last
sorry.
year because of Metroid. That was what won it for me. Honestly,
Oh,
last
yeah.
year.
For
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's another thing. We didn't see any Prime 4 info, which I'm kind of okay with because it would have been overshadowed.
Mhm.
That will get its own direct at some point. So
Yeah.
like no need to like force it in there. You know.
I think in September, when they do their like annual September Direct, we'll hear more news about it, because the September Direct usually is commonly like a larger Direct. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
But yeah, anything else, guys? Anything else we want to go over?
Shout out to Subway.
Oh yeah, eat fresh.
Yeah, also forgot to mention up front, this podcast is brought to you by Subway.
Yep.
Forgot to disclose
Not
that.
sponsored,
We could get sued,
but you know, we
Their cookies are really good, especially the ones with the M&Ms in them.
they are. I might go
What
get
did you
one.
just say? You're not eating fresh if you're eating M&Ms, Corey.
That's a good point, actually. Damn it, now we're gonna lose the sponsorship, Snoop.
Gonna lose it.
Anyways, it's okay.
Can't believe-
Eat fresh.
It's fine.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll be around in the 1UP server. I'd say.
Yeah.
That's-
We're gonna be streaming more often soon, guys. So expect that. Some playthrough
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
some
expect-
multiplayer stuff.
Expect a lot of stuff in July. Like
Yeah.
this month has been so unlucky in terms of what's been going on.
But we ain't letting
yeah.
it stop us.
Nah, nothing. We ain't stopping anytime soon, guys. So
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in, everybody, and staying through the entire thing.
Oh, come
Yeah.
join our Discord server, please. Talk in there, please.
Please.
Someone will
Please.
post a link in the chat or something like that.
I'll grab a cheeky.
Thank you. Cheeky little link from
See,
Snoop.
Snoop. Ah, man.
Aw. But anyways,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys
Happy
next
guys.
time. You guys have an awesome day and take it easy, okay?
All right. See you guys. See everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.